to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Zane on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. It's time to get your day started. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, here are Pete and Zane.
Let's go, let's go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do 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 do. I'm doing my Olympic remix.
There it is. Are they going to have an opening ceremony? This happened?
That's it, right? It's on right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess
It's happening as
we're
we
actually
speak.
having Olympics then.
We are actually having the Olympics. There's a massive protest outside the stadium, but inside the stadium there is a.
What are they protesting about? Did I miss the news?
The Japanese people don't want the Olympics there.
Then why they ask for it then, man?
They didn't. The people didn't have anything to do with it. The government did.
Oh, okay.
The people are the ones who are.
Why don't they want the Olympics? Is it COVID related?
Why? Because what do you think?
You COVID infested.
Yeah,
nation
get
has the nerve
get out of our countries. Get out of our country.
And you're the
all
ones
of you
that
other
have
people.
90% COVID rate, but y'all are saying that we need to get up out of there for what?
No, I mean I think they're right. I agree with them, and I mean they
agree
need
with
to
the
get more
overarching
vaccinations.
fact that like we probably don't need to have these games. That's where I'm at.
For sure, we don't need to have these games.
I don't think that's what their thing is. Their thing is get out of our country, right?
Well, no, the other thing is also I mean it's complicated. Like they're get out of our country, but it's not because of that. It's because of the COVID thing. They don't have any issue with like foreigners. They're just saying like right now.
But I'm saying their country is full of COVID though. So what do they think?
No, it's not full of COVID. It's full of unvaccinated people. I mean, they have their COVID rates are going up like most everybody else's, but they're not like just off the charts.
They're saying, hey, we got this.
But they're saying we don't need this right now.
I guess.
And then on top of that, they're also saying, all this money that you guys are spending.
Let me borrow. Let me get.
We'd rather you spend it. Yeah, we'd rather you spend something else. Spending
on Amazon Japan.
I mean, literally any other place.
I better get my daughter's takes on this. My daughter is Black and East. She's an unofficial Japanese citizen, so I got to see what.
You should definitely. She would be the one to talk to about all of this.
Yeah.
Very weird because this is it's an opening ceremony done for it's done for television. Like there's nobody in the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Normally there are obviously people in the stadium. But right now, there's nobody in the stadium, so it's just kind of what it is.
Yeah. Sabrina might not care either. Now that I think about it.
Yeah, there's a real decent chance she doesn't care.
I told this story before. The Grizzlies were having like Japanese night, and like you can meet Yuta, and I had it planned. I was gonna do all this for Sabrina. She was like, I don't want to meet that dude. I don't care about that. But it's kind of like you just kind of make bad assumptions about stuff. Like, he's Japanese, you like Japan, like, so what? That was her whole vibe.
She's like, I don't care.
I don't care about that guy at all.
I don't care about none
I was
of
like,
that.
Sabrina, he's the first Japanese player. I don't care that at all. I'm like, all right, bet. That was the day I realized I wasn't the cool dad anymore in my daughter's eye.
Yep, and you probably never were, frankly.
No, that's a lie.
We're
also the official station of we have your Olympic coverage all day today and all week when Peter is out. We're also the official station of Donda coverage. We're waiting patiently for the release date of Donda, the release of Donda. As soon as that breaks, we'll go live from Apple Music and from Zach's Spotify account. Kanye West is so weird, man.
I can't stop doing the Olympic music. I'm sorry, everybody.
Go ahead.
My apologies. It gets in my head. It's very, it's catchy. You got to say it's very catchy.
It is. I'm trying to log on to Zoom, man. Give me a minute.
How come you don't log into Zoom?
I don't know the formula for how to get on here on this computer. Like this computer just.
But you always manage to figure. You always manage to figure it out.
But whatever I thought it was, it got me in. Don't be what it is.
Well,
and plus I didn't walk in until 6:55. So judge me as thou wilt.
The Olympics are live now on NBC, but they're also they'll replay it tonight. The opening ceremony will be replayed tonight for those of you that are opening ceremony fans, and you want to watch the teams come streaming in. There you go, Zach. Teams come streaming in to the arena in front of nobody. Welcome Kazakhstan into the house, ladies and gentlemen. Kazakhstan coming in right now. So dressed in the traditional garb of Kazakhstan, which appears to be a rather tempting wedding dress, quite frankly. Big fan of it. Also some fetching aqua pants.
You watching this now? Sported. What are you watching this on?
On
TV?
On the computer. On NBCOlympics.com.
Okay, hold on. Let me synchronize with you.
Qatar is in the house now, ladies and gentlemen. Host of the 2022 World Cup. Controversial place. The Qataris are coming out there.
This part I like.
Replete with cell phones and out there. This is what it's all about. The Parade of Nations, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, this part of the song I like right there. There it is.
Yeah, listen, when it kind of mellows out a little bit.
Did John Tesh make this?
No. You know who did make it?
Who?
Another John. John Williams.
Oh.
No, John Williams of Star Wars fame and Jurassic Park fame.
Well, how old is this song then? I thought this was All My Life song. Wait, but you're saying it can't be.
It's been. I don't know. It's been most of your life.
Okay.
Let's see. 1996.
Yeah. No, that's not. No, that's fairly recent.
No, 1984. That's
okay. That makes sense. I was born in '79.
Yeah.
Where you get 96 from?
That's when there was an album that was released or something.
Oh, okay.
That had the thing on there. Gabon in the house, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a lot to get to, of course, as we honor everyone that's out there. We say, hey,
those aren't fans. There's like fake stuff in the crowd. Oh man,
yeah. There's no fans. There's no fans. There are no fans in the house.
Just colorful seats.
Yep.
They look like people.
They've got. Not to me, they don't. Quite frankly,
man, this would suck if I was an Olympian and come out here and ain't nothing but a bunch of other athletes.
Man, Cameroon's sporting some traditional garb. This is what Tyrese Halliburton's mom was wearing, I believe, on draft night, if I'm not mistaken.
My joint has. Yeah. Cameroon came out of
Zach. I believe that was what Tyrese Halliburton's mom. I think that's what the mom was wearing. I believe.
Man,
I ain't gonna lie, bro. The African nations always seem to be having the most fun at the Olympics. Like,
I promise.
It's like they don't care what they do. Like, man, we out here. Man, we outside, man. Like
exactly.
We here, man.
Exactly. Because it's a smallish group and all that. And
they just seem like to be having a ball. Look at Gambia.
Yeah.
I'm actually moving my family from Chatham to Gambia too.
Oh.
That's not what he said. What country did he say he was moving to? He didn't say Gambia. What did he say, Zach? Moving all my family from Chatham to I don't know where he said.
Liberia?
But you got to treat the demons just like Pam.
Oh man.
Oh man.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna give you live streaming updates of the Olympic opening ceremonies as countries walk out and people do stuff and there's no fans there, so it's kind of weird. And people are doing some weird dancing, and I don't know. The opening ceremonies are always a really strange thing, but also I kind of like them because they're just so weird.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the people. Watch how many athletes come out with cell phones. Probably
all of them.
Majority of them.
Just enjoy the moment. You ain't got just enjoy the moment, man.
Exactly.
Don't miss the moment trying to record the
moment.
You know?
Exactly. That's right. That's exactly right. So we today on the show, obviously, we're going to talk to our friend Adam Kramer about all of the stuff that's going on with college football because there is a bunch. We have updates on the Texas-Oklahoma SEC situation. If it wasn't real before, and it was, it's definitely real now. So we'll talk about that with Kramer and with all of y'all. Kari Thompson's going to join us at 9 o'clock. We're going to talk draft because there's definitely some trade rumors and draft discussions that are starting to emerge. We will not talk about Deion Sanders and what you should call him. We're just not going to do that. And so we're just not going to do that. So that's cool. But otherwise, that's where we're going to be. That's where we're going to be. So, Zach, do you like the Olympics?
I do. The opening ceremony is too long for me. I usually just skip out on the opening ceremony. Just give me.
You don't want to see Guinea-Bissau coming out?
No disrespect to them, but no.
Okay. What about Cyprus? Cyprus is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Cyprus is definitely in the house.
Cyprus in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The island nation of Cyprus. Sort of.
They in here.
They're making this thing happen.
Looks like they're actually wearing scrubs. Look like they're wearing
cousin of Greece and.
Look like they work at the minor emergency.
Yeah, they look like they work at Best Buy.
Yeah.
Too.
Yep.
The Cyprus folks. They look like they're part of the Geek Squad. If you like some
the
technical help,
boys,
go to Cyprus.
Basic, man.
Cyprus. That's a very basic. Like we're just gonna get some black pants and a little blue polo, and we're good. We're good to go. Now Cuba, of course, now is here, of course, going through a lot of protests right now. Let's see if they mention that. Probably they don't, if I had to guess.
Wait a minute. What country is this? Wait. God, what? Who? Oh, Cuba, okay.
Yeah.
Well, got caught up in the moment. It was really good. Hey.
Cuba.
That about to be my second day.
Man.
Yep.
Y'all give me a minute. Talk amongst yourselves.
Saying you funny, man.
I'm in the depths over here.
You funny, man.
Coming up next, Kiribati. The South
Shout out
Pacific
to
nation of
Cuba,
Kiribati wearing some great gear. Kiribati with they got like a Mount Fuji and some this is good stuff. They've got the athletic shorts on. they're not here to dress up. I like this, man. I like just coming out comfortable, you know. Either be extra formal or be extra comfortable. Don't be like a business casual. That's not what we need.
All right, Peter. If you were doing this, chances are that you'd be barefooted or with your feet out.
100%. Would absolutely do it. And yeah, I don't know why you would wear shoes. They've everything's been nice and taken care of. There's no issue. Just walk around and enjoy yourself.
But you wear a mask on your toes?
No, man, that's a shoe or a sock. Sock is a mask on your toes.
Make it the
I don't
toe COVID.
Uh-oh.
COVID-19.
COVID.
I'm not having any of that. All right, so
how do you pronounce this country?
What, Kyrgyzstan?
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Okay.
Yeah, Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah,
you guys are like a minute behind. You guys are like a minute behind us.
They're out here looking like what's his name? Elton John out here. Got Michael Jackson, Smooth Criminal,
I'm a big fan.
Guatemala.
This Guatemala sailor,
Smooth Criminal outfit. They got.
I like that. I like what she's.
Who?
It's good.
Man, go back to Cuba though. God, dog. Need to be going on a trip.
Now, Guam has got one about eighth the population of Memphis, and they got a few folks. They got folks here that are in the house. Where's Memphis? Where's Memphis? The country of Memphis. I think after what we've seen from the state lately,
Guam is
we
looking
need to
quite
just kind of
scrubbish
see.
too. Like they got scrubs on.
Yeah, they look like nurses'
Yeah.
clothing, for sure. They went to what's that uniform store?
I can't think.
Scrubtastic.
Yeah.
Went to Scrubtastic and picked it up. That's can't be doing that now. You gotta look good out here.
What is USA gonna have on? One time they had some.
Oh, they
weirdo
usually
stuff
have
on.
they usually have like polo, like Ralph Lauren. They have traditional kind of that's their vibe.
Boo.
Yeah, it's usually pretty boring.
Man, go to City Gear, dog. Come on.
Kuwait have been this.
I love to see Greg's guys do it.
Go to City
That's what I
Gear,
want.
man.
Man, two for the
I
30.
want my city gear.
Get the 2 for 30 dress shirts. Wear them to the Olympics.
Yeah. 10 suits, 10 ties, belts,
$10.
$10. It's
Hey.
like, what is this made of? This is tissue paper.
Hey,
What is this?
Zach, Cook Islands though.
You said what?
Cook Islands.
Yeah.
Go-
Cook Island's got a
Man, what little situation on
We
that?
Man.
got a spicy number there. Kind of a J-Lo situation.
This is a perving over the ultimate. What's it called? Opening ceremonies segment. That's what we're doing this morning.
No, that's not what
That's
we're doing.
That's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing. Although I like
pray
Grenada's
for
out here looking good. That's right there, and we appreciate that. Also, Grenada looks like they've got somebody who's at least 55 years old as one of their athletes.
Yeah, them,
inserting probably
Who, that
looks
lady?
like an old lady. Yeah, that lady looks
Like
she's a
in-
teacher.
like she's in
She's
Karen
somebody's
mode.
teacher. Is she? It's
Looks like
somebody's
Karen infiltrated the ceremonies. I'm gonna report
Oh no! Oh no!
this. I'm gonna report this.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
So nice. All right, so when we return, we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. You want to join us, you can, 360-8255. Watch along the Olympic opening ceremony with us if you want to. The 360-8255. We're going to talk, when we come back, Texas. Wait a second. Texas and had a little pause in my coverage there for a second.
It's all good. Got a coverage leak there.
Yeah, a little Croatia's got some interesting athletes.
That's also true.
Anyway, so we'll certainly talk about all of that when we come back. And when we come back, we're going to talk about Texas and Oklahoma, who are not part of the Olympic opening ceremony, to my knowledge. I mean, as part of Team USA, but they've not asked to be separated from Team USA yet. They've not issued a statement about that just yet. So we shall see. But in the meantime, when we return, we will chat about all of that here. 360-8255 on the text line. Join us if you will. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56 98.5.
Sports Time with Wallo and Stats. Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better. They've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Golfers, it's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the biggest Callaway trade-in event of the year. Starting this Thursday through Sunday, bring in any of your old clubs and receive a 75% trade-in bonus towards new Apex irons and Epic woods. Both the Apex and Epic families are designed with artificial intelligence for faster ball speeds. Go to worldwidegolfshops.com or call the store nearest you to schedule your free custom fitting today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? everything. A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
It's hot outside and your air conditioner just quit. Quick, who do you call? Automatic Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing, of course, with 24-hour emergency service available. Automatic understands your house is unique, so they work fast to find the right solution for your family's comfort and budget needs. And with financing available and payments as low as $75 a month, it's never been easier to make your home comfortable. Call 363-4636 or go online to itsautomatic.com. Turn to the experts at Automatic Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing.
Grind City Brewing has done it again. They have crafted a new Pilsner called Poppy's Pills. It's just what the doctor ordered. Sometimes you come across a beer so smooth and so crushable, it cures what ails you. Take 2 of these, and I guarantee you'll be calling for more. This is the newest Grind City release. So good, it's already in Kroger and in all of the liquor stores. This is a lighter fare. It's a Pilsner. This will become probably an anchor for Grind City Brewing. It has been in the making for 6 years. Honestly, this was formulated by the Grind City Brewers when they were starting out just a long time ago. It took this long to make something this great. It is an American Pilsner. It's 4% alcohol. It is for lighter beer drinkers, grill outs, at the beach, after golf. You're going to love Poppy's Pills.
If ever there was a time for comfort food, this is it. And there's no comfort food like Sunrise on Jefferson. Fresh-made breakfast featuring Sunrise's signature homemade square biscuits or the huge selection of hot, fresh, and fast lunch items are all part of what has always made Sunrise the most comforting of comfort foods in Memphis. Of course, everything that can be done to keep you and the staff safe at Sunrise is a top priority. And you can always order ahead and get delicious Sunrise to go. At a time this confusing, it's good to know there's one thing you can count on: Sunrise.
Sports 56 traffic.
Right now, we're working a couple of crashes here. One on Raleigh-LaGrange Road, east of Shelby Oaks Drive. That's Raleigh-LaGrange Road, east of Shelby Oaks. And also, we're working a crash on Tresvent Street at Fraser Boulevard. That's Tresvent Street at Fraser Boulevard, Raleigh-LaGrange, east of Shelby Oaks Drive. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Oh, Columbia. I love Columbia. It's got like little robes on. It's like kimono kind of looking things. I think they got some kimonos for Japan. Colombian style. I like it. I like that a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's a vibe.
Give me one of those.
Like that is.
And, Democratic Republic of the Congo.
Who is this lady right here? Well, no way you know.
You're way behind me. You're way behind me, but yeah. I'm just saying I like that. I like those outfits. We got the fashion is real.
Yeah, USA is kind of disappointing.
Man,
they always wear. Now here's the other thing I don't understand. The USA is always wearing like navy blue. But navy blue is not one of the colors on the flag. It's not red, white, and navy blue. It's red, white, and blue. Why are we navy blue? With it. We come out with navy blue. We wear navy blue like the Team USA. Well, why? Why don't we just be blue?
Whatever country this is, shout out.
Sao Tome and Principe. I mean, I'm digging it.
How you know that? How you know that?
What, Sao Tome and Principe?
Yeah.
I was a Geography B champion. I know all these countries. What are you talking about?
I used to know all of these countries.
I could put them all on the map. If you open up a thing, I could identify all these companies. Is Zambia no problem? All
right, Carmen Sandiego, we got you, bro. We got you.
Yeah, I'm about to. If Carmen Sandiego's in San Marino, I know exactly where she is. I'm right. I got her. Got it. Gotcha. San Marino. population 34,000.
It's
34,000.
Zambia. That's where Chance the Rapper said he was
Chatham to Zambia.
Yeah, moving on my family from Chatham to Zambia. That's right. Yeah.
You got to treat the demons just like Pan.
Zambia. All right. One Pretty Pearl says, I'm here for all things Olympic related, beginning to end, all day, all night. Yeah. Well, a lot of people are.
Oh yeah.
There's no question about that. And that's where
I hate the events that like over in day one. You know what I mean? I like events that like stretch out a few days.
Yeah. I agree. The ROC, I guess that's like all the people that don't have a nation, rest of the world.
No, it ain't for real.
Yeah, it's pretty much they have people that are various disputed territories or issues or things like that.
Oh, that woman was tall. You saw that?
Yeah, that's right.
You said woman.
Right there, the one who got the phone, she's like 6'8".
Frizziest hair imaginable, right there, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
Wait, hold on.
Snap!
Start over. You said these people are who now?
You know this TV show Rock, right? They represent the TV show. You remember that?
Yeah,
Charles Dutton. You remember that?
Garbage man. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're representing.
No, seriously.
They're representing Russia. They're the ROC because I don't know why they can't use their flag. I guess because of.
See, like ho, they represent the Rock. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Russian Olympic Committee.
Did they come out
technically they were sanctioned for using for all their doping programs and all that stuff. So Russia is now ROC. So I don't really know what the deal is with that.
Did they come out on Takeover? Did they come out playing Jay-Z's Takeover?
when a Russian athlete reaches the podium, they will only play Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1 instead of the Russian national anthem. So
here's another thing too. If I'm one of these smaller countries, I'm not spending the money I got to spend to ship 3 dudes over there. You got 3 athletes in your whole country? Nah, stay at home. Stay at home.
No. What are you talking about? It's a great opportunity.
Get on the plane with some. Get on the
what
plane.
Is it like? It's like a couple. Like what is it? Like $10,000?
Oh, Jamaica's on. Be quiet. Jamaica's on.
Oh.
Hey, Jamaica's not. Jamaica's not.
Stand up.
That's my girl. There she go. Hold on.
It's the University of
All right,
Georgia.
we didn't come to see you, dude. Get them off the screen. What? Man, look at this. See, bro, that's blatant censorship of Jamaica. They knew it. They knew what I came to see. They gonna take my girl off the screen. See what I'm saying, bro? They gonna have some big 8-foot dude over there. What's my girl name?
Shelly Ann.
Shelly Ann. Woo, hold on. There's always Google for that. Y'all ain't. I'm not gonna be robbed of my Shelly Ann moment.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about, Peter. Don't act like you ain't got that mahogany on your mind. Don't play me, Peter. Like I know you. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Miss Edmondson must step to the room real fast.
I don't know what you're. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Don't include me. Who's Shelly Ann?
Who could that be?
Now he's trying to play.
It's a mystery to me, but it sounds interesting. Anyway. SEC. Anyway, excuse me.
My mind's on SEC Media Day.
SEC.
Might have to get stats opinion on Shelly Ann Price. Frazier Price. My bad.
Well, it's we're giving Brett Norsworthy a break because SEC Media Day is over.
Oh, he ain't coming in today?
No, because the SEC Media Days is Monday through Thursday.
Oh, I ain't know it.
We're gonna give Brett a break today.
Is he on the road? Is he? What is he doing? He still can come on and talk. He can talk about what happened yesterday. Where he at?
He's probably back. Don't put the man does not want to work 24/7.
I feel. We're gonna give him a break then.
We're gonna give him a break. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right.
So,
anyway, all right. Now let's talk. Let's put the Olympics to the side for just a second here, as we watch Zimbabwe coming out, home of Big Africa, Christian Poseidon.
I'll never stop being funny, bro.
Never stop being funny.
He's from Zimbabwe, for real?
He is, I believe. He's either Zimbabwe or South Africa, but I think it's Zimbabwe.
Is this okay? That's Switzerland. I'm looking about to say, man, black people can't have nothing. Y'all just took over Zimbabwe. No, that was Zimbabwe I was looking at. Man,
that was Zimbabwe, yeah. Zimbabwe's got a lot of white people.
Man, black man can't have nothing. Can't have
a lot
Zimbabwe.
of African American.
Ever since Carmen Sandiego went there, man, this is just, infiltrated.
That was we did some stuff. Europeans sent down some folks to try to colonize. That was the real watchword.
Yep.
Yep.
They did it. They did
it. They did it, ladies and gentlemen. They did it. They did it. Man, look at Sweden. Look at all yellow. I love that. Big fan of Sweden.
You can't miss them.
Like what Sweden's bringing to the table here. And now they are missing a real opportunity. They're showing a guy pole vaulting in his home videos. What are we doing? We got Sweden. We got these, and you're showing what are you?
Child.
I mean, what is this? What are you? What is this? America's Funniest Home Videos. And you got the Swedish team walking out here.
They're showing this dude pole vaulting.
Hey, what are we doing? What are y'all doing?
You gotta be cold to be a pole vaulter, though, bro.
Yeah. Oh, no question about it. Yeah. So as Sudan walks in, we say, listen. Sudan's definitely.
What's up with the comic book thought bubble thing they're doing? What is it?
That's just the name of the country. That's the country bearer in Japanese.
But why are they doing it in a like a comic is that some
That's
anime shout out or something? What are they doing?
Yeah, it's probably just their style, whatever
they
always have a little style. Here comes the Spanish team. So in the house, quite a few athletes from Spain.
They deep.
Look for the Gasols. Look for the Gasols. They're probably there.
And also Garuba.
Garuba, Jamaica. Ooh, I wanna take you
to Bermuda.
Texas and Oklahoma.
Go back to Cuba.
Texas and Oklahoma.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
I can see it's gonna be tough. This is gonna be a tough show.
Let me just cut this off, man. I'm gonna be highly distracted by this.
Ooh, man, one.
See, now you gotta make me wait for my delay because you were ahead of me.
Sorry, I can't help because there's a couple moments there that were notable in the
noteworthy
in the coverage. Noteworthy moments in the coverage.
Oh yeah, I see the vibe.
You see.
Feel the energy. Go ahead.
So Texas and Oklahoma, there was a meeting yesterday amongst Big 12 commissioner or athletic directors and leaders, and on that meeting of Big 12 members, Texas and Oklahoma were not part of.
Did not show up.
Which, they did not show up.
Dare you say they ghosted the meeting?
I think so. I think.
You know why they ghosted the meeting?
Somebody puts out there OUT is Oklahoma and OUT. We are
out.
That's where we are.
Do you know why those two teams ghosted the meeting, Peter?
Why is that?
I'm going to step into my full social media influencer mode here.
Okay.
Because SEC is bad.
Oh, really? Is it different, would you say?
Oh, yeah, SEC hit different. SEC cold.
Different. SEC cold. SEC special?
Yeah. How it started versus how it's going.
That's the tweet.
That's the tweet.
SEC.
Yeah, we out.
That's the tweet.
We out. That's the tweet, yeah. That's
rent-free, SEC.
yeah. Texas and Oklahoma living rent-free in the Big 12's minds.
Man. It's incredible. Now,
influencers just going crazy this morning with the tweets.
So it's really it's becoming pretty clear right now that that this thing is real. It's very, very real, and it's definitely a problem. Now the Big 12 did issue a sort of what I would say kind of a muling sort of statement at the end of the meeting, in which they said, and I'm going to read it in my muling voice, Oklahoma and Texas are founding members of the Big 12, and we value their traditions and history of success. The 8 members strongly desire to retain the current composition, which has proven it can compete at the highest levels. There's a recognition that institutions may act in their own self-interest. However, there's an expectation that members adhere to conference bylaws and the enforcement of grant and right agreements. This is a time of dramatic change within intercollegiate athletics that presents both opportunities and challenges. And the Big 12 looks forward to continuing to play a major role in its evolution. Yeah. Okay, so let's translate that.
Dig out. We gone.
Translation is, we really want you guys to stay.
Please, for the love of all things
please. But if you guys are leaving, please pay us this grant of rights money before you leave.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna hit close to home here.
Come on.
Okay. Now the question is going to be: does the Big 12 turn into
Conference USA?
The Mall of Memphis?
Ooh.
Or does it turn into Oak Court Mall? Or does it turn into Wolf Chase? Because Wolf Chase is your best case scenario. Because what happens when the big stores leave the mall?
You know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what are you trying to say, Peter? I'm a little offended by
that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm too joking with you on this one.
The Big 12, with the Mall of Memphis, when the big stores left, you can't sustain a mall. The little stores don't. Nobody goes just to go to the little stores. You got the big stores have to anchor a mall. You got to have your Macy's and all that stuff.
Your
Goldsmiths,
your Woolworths,
your Dillard's, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So when they leave, the rest of the mall is.
Yeah.
It ain't good. And
especially when you even run out of your name brand stores and it's all like mom and pops or Shoes Incorporated.
It's all just whatever you can find. Anybody that just runs a stand. I got a bunch of vape pens. I got a bunch of like cell phone chargers and This is what we got.
Third party phone stuff and there you go.
But it's like what Halloween Spirit is basically hovering over the Big 12 right now.
Oh, wait. Oh yeah, that meme is for the cup.
Because it's about happening right now. That big Texas shape tells will be Spirit of Halloween. It's back, baby.
Oh man.
It's about to hit there. Ollie's discount is coming quick. That you can't sustain the Big 12 without those two. It ain't gonna happen, and there's no replacing them. So as far as I'm concerned, them leaving equals the end of the Big 12. It may take a while, but their condition is terminal. They will not recover, and now they all have to scramble and figure out where the landing spot is for all of those teams. And there's no they could try to reach out and add teams to that Big 12, but it'll be just like when the University of Memphis joined the Big East, which very quickly morphed into the American and was very quickly considered not a power conference. The same thing will happen with the Big 12. There will be if Memphis is tempted to join the Big 12 to be part of a power conference, a reminder that ain't going to happen, or at least it's not going to happen as a part of a power conference. There will be 4 conferences at most. Maybe not even 4. I don't know, depending on how things shake out. So, I
have another question from yesterday, because you're clearly the SEC and the conference, college football conference realignment expert in the room. Other than Zach, who might be deeper than you, but how does all this work? Like, how do you just say I'm leaving this conference and going to another conference? And does anybody in the current conference say, nah, we don't want y'all here? Like, who accepts Oklahoma and Texas coming over? Is it just the commissioner? Is it the schools that are represented in the SEC or what?
Okay, so as far as there's different approaches here, but the financial thing that ties them into the league is the grant of rights, which means that is the fact that they have agreed to forego, or they've agreed to whatever television rights, media rights they have, go to the conference through 2025. So that's the grant of rights. That means if they could leave the conference, but whatever money they got from leaving would go to the Big 12. Through 2025, unless there's some kind of settlement. And that, by the way, is where we're headed on this. There'll be a settlement of those grant of rights money. Just like everything else, you pay money to get out of the contract. That's kind of what they're going to do. You pay money to get out of your cell phone contract. You pay money to get out of your lease. You pay money to get out of whatever. That's the same thing that's happening here. But that's the grant of rights. That's what's technically keeping them here. They do not want to extend their grant of rights beyond 2025, which means that they are letting the conference know we're out. We're out by, at the very worst, we're out in 2025, and we'd like to be out sooner. And that's what they're letting them know, that they don't want that. So the Big 12 now knows at most 4 years is what we got left. If somehow we manage to keep them here, kicking and screaming for those 4 years, that's what we got left. So the clock is ticking on whatever it is we're going to do. Now, again, the likelihood is that they're going to come to kind of a financial agreement before that and let them out of the contract as soon as next year even, because ultimately there's no point in kicking and screaming and whatever. There's just no point in it. And frankly, all those other schools are going to want to move on anyway and figure out what their next step is going to be. There's also agreements that happen within the conference, where there are penalties for leaving, depending on the conference, But that's all there is. They're just legal penalties. Like some conferences say you have to pay XYZ. Some say you can't. There's a waiting period. There's all these different things that they can try to enforce. But the truth is, man, there's really nothing that keeps you in a conference except you just want to be in that conference. And so when Texas and Oklahoma looked around and said, we don't really want to be here anymore, we think this Big 12 kind of sucks and we'd like to go somewhere else, there's nothing the Big 12 can do to stop them other than try to kick up a little bit, but ultimately they can leave in 4 years no matter what.
Okay, I'm talking SEC in now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, I'm just joking when I say this. Like, Tennessee State can say, okay, we're going to the SEC. So how does the approval method work on the SEC's end?
Okay, so basically you're talking about the conference. There has to be agreement amongst, I think it's they're 75%, I think, is what the
schools
is.
Right
for the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you got it
for entrance.
Yeah, it's about 11 teams, 11 out of 14 teams got agreed.
So these two schools said we want to go to the SEC. Is that with the understanding that it's already approved on the SEC's end?
I mean, this whole process, none of this stuff would
just happen overnight.
No, none. And Texas and Oklahoma wouldn't say we're going to be free agents and we're just out
right.
here.
That's what I'm saying.
Like they wouldn't. No. Now there may be a late push by the ACC or something to like somehow provide extra money or some extra benefit for them to show up, but I don't think they would have gone this far without them, having basically agreed with the SEC and all the SEC schools being on board with it. I don't think anyone is legitimately blindsided by this. Even Texas A&M, who publicly posturing would say we don't want Texas here. I think Greg Sankey understands that they have to do that for their fans. Like they have to kind of posture. But at the end of the day, I think Ross Bjork and Texas A&M know that the money generated by that is massive and would probably benefit them even more than they've already been benefited by joining the SEC. So they can, they can publicly fight it. Mizzou might be kind of, there might be some folks within that fan base that are a little bit hesitant to do it. But ultimately, those two would be it, and everybody else would be in favor of it. So that it's going to happen. Again, it's just a matter of how is it going to happen.
Can a team get kicked out of a conference?
Yeah.
Can we say?
I can imagine a scenario.
Look, we got 16 teams. No, we got 17. Like we ain't trying to split this pie 17 ways. Vanderbilt, get up out of here. Missouri, go home. Like, can they do that?
I mean, eventually they could, but they couldn't just do it like today. They couldn't. There'd have to be because there are those legal entanglements that we talked about keeping those schools there. They wouldn't do that anyway. There's no interest in kicking schools out.
And you guys split the pie?
Yeah, but the pie is going to be bigger.
I guess you've never seen Batman: The Dark Knight when the Joker was getting rid of people because he got tired of slicing the pie. You never?
Yeah, this ain't that. Yeah, this ain't that. I saw that, but this ain't that.
You ain't seen most gangster movies like most bank heist movies.
This isn't a heist. They're not stealing. They're agreeing to the money. So if their TV contract is X, and X is divided 14 ways right now, and the next one is going to be divided 16 ways.
Why would I want to keep
Then-
it 14 and say, okay, you two bums, get out? We bring in Oklahoma and Texas.
Well, for a lot, I mean, number one, there's their fans and tradition and all that stuff. Number two, there is an academic component. Also, Vanderbilt helps you with baseball and other sports like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to win championships. And
I'm
there's
just
no need
throwing
to kick
stuff
them
out. I ain't saying they need to. I'm just saying. I just want.
No,
I want to get.
but I'm saying, but the idea.
Because I don't want to be.
mean,
I don't want to be Ole Miss. Oh yeah, bring him in. Then a couple years later,
No,
Ole Miss,
they're not going to say
no.
They're not going to say like bring in everybody and not worry about like the money and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to have to sell that to those other teams. But the idea would be that if you have Texas and Oklahoma and whoever else potentially might be in there, that your new contract and your ability to be competitive and all that stuff is so much bigger that pie increases even more, so that your 1/16th slice is bigger than your 1/14th right now. So I mean, like if I make a pie that's that big and I give you half the pie, that's one thing. But if I increase the size of that pie tenfold and give you a quarter of the pie, well, it's a smaller percentage, but it's a lot bigger slice. If you see what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying.
You know.
Well, eventually,
So
I
that's-
might just want a bigger slice though. I might just want more.
But I'm
pie.
saying this isn't that. This isn't the takeover. Like I don't. You're looking at this from like a perspective of like one team is ultimately going to like
Peter,
just
I
take
grew up
over
in
the
South
SEC.
Memphis. All right.
This ain't that. I'm just telling you this ain't.
I
this
grew up
isn't
in a
that.
38106 area code. This is how stuff. We didn't operate like that. So actually, in the hood, like the bigger the pie, the more people can eat off this pie. That's what we used to do.
Exactly. Well, there you go. Bigger the pie, more.
Invite some more people over. Yeah, invite Lil Nunu in them. Invite Lil Terry.
Yeah, Lil Terry is
Lil Derek.
is Vandy, and Lil Derry is Mizzou, and they're all coming, and
Everybody. Pooh Man in them.
About to get
I noticed you getting a little
spooky.
action on this Spirit of Halloween tweet that you put out there. You,
Yeah,
you
man.
didn't say that came from Peter, did you?
No,
just
you
kinda
be. I
threw that
tag
out
you in
there.
that joint.
Yeah, it doesn't, what does that mean? I tagged you, and you tagged Zach too. He didn't have anything to do with it either.
The great steal, man.
Unbelievable.
Shout out to
I
another
got no
famous,
credit for that.
Another
No credit
famous
for
Memphis
that.
media known for stealing ideas. I ain't gonna say his name.
You stole mine. That's
We'll-
fine.
we'll talk
That's
about
fine.
it at the break.
No problem. No worries. You can have it. You can have it free of charge.
You got 4 likes, man. Come
All right,
on.
we come back. We'll continue.
Influences is what we do, man.
That's great. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
Get happy with Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. Weekday afternoons from 1 to 3 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Cypress View Golf and Recreation in Marion, Arkansas. Cypress View Golf and Recreation is fun for your entire family. Accepting new memberships now. Call about the new intro price, only $199 per month plus tax. Includes unlimited golf, state-of-the-art new workout room, kiddie pool for the kids, Olympic-sized pool for the entire family to enjoy, and a great pub and steak bar. Cypress View Golf and Recreation has a new golf pub with tons of new food items for breakfast and lunch. Choose from Philly steak cheese sandwiches, homemade fresh hand-patted burgers, and Nathan's hot dogs, flatbreads, quesadillas, summer salads, and more. Take advantage of new memberships of unlimited golf, only $199 plus tax. Call Pro Mark today for your new membership at 870-739-6305. Come be a part of a great golf family. Get away from stress at Cypress View, just over the river.
To make your day.
Memphis's hometown airline, Southern Airways, is offering a sizzling summer deal. For this July only, flights from Memphis to Harrison-Branson, Hot Springs, and El Dorado, Arkansas have a promotional fare starting at just $19. Fly over the interstate traffic and bypass the bridge delays on one of Southern's flights to Arkansas. Catch a concert in El Dorado, hit the lake in Hot Springs, or fly to Harrison and make the easy drive to Branson or even to Fayetteville. Flying Southern is easy with no TSA screening hassles and free parking at Signature Flight Support. Don't forget, Southern service to Destin has returned for its 9th summer season. So if you're planning a trip to the Emerald Coast, visit iflysouthern.com to reserve your seats today.
At Southern Airways, we fly to make your day.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. The great Kimmons Wilson of Holiday Inn had a slogan: the best surprise is no surprise. And that's so true. When I sit at your kitchen table, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to do to your roof. From the underlayment to the hip shingles and ventilation, the flashing, the wood repairs, the cleanup, the crew safety, the warranty. It's amazing how many customers sign contracts being told none of that stuff. But the best surprise is no surprise. Insurance claims. Talk to your friends. More and more claims are being rejected, and only experienced claims specialists are getting those terrible decisions overturned. So if you don't hire me, please hire someone to manage the process with the experience to see it through. The best surprise is no surprise. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
There's a new commissary in town. In Collierville, Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Hand me down a walking cane. Hand me down my hat.
Well, as an equal opportunity objectifying show this morning, the gentleman from Tonga, the gentleman from Tonga with his oiled up pecs and whatnot.
Could you imagine the meeting with the president of Tonga? At least I need somebody to volunteer. It's just gonna get nasty. I mean, greasy.
I want you
Look,
just to.
hello.
No,
Hello,
who do we have that's got the best pecs?
Hold on, Peter. Mr. President, what type of nasty you talking about? Oh, I mean, catfish cabin nasty. I mean, gross. I mean.
Sounds like Vince McMahon is the president of Tonga.
I want you to get in there and puke. I want you to get nasty.
Want you to get greasy.
I want you to get greased up like a little old pig.
If you ever been to
man.
You ever been to Memphis, Tennessee? Go to Catfish Cabin and tell them let them see
I want
the
you
kitchen.
to smell like Dyer's oil pit. Just
That's the kind of nasty I need you to get.
That's
Matter
I
of
want
fact,
nasty.
Get some of that Dyer's grease, that historical grease, and just rub it all over.
Oh,
you.
Greece is 150 years old. I want you to smear it all over your body. Oh,
for
baby.
your country. What can you do it, son? Can you do it?
Tonga.
Can I call on you, son?
My boy was too sexy.
That man was too greasy.
I know. That's him for. Hey, he's a legend. He's a legend.
And then like you about to slip off into something.
He said, let me just get all greased up out here. Oh, baby, get that baby oil. Let's go. I'm representing my country.
Yeah, I wonder who had the
Appreciate
prestigious job of greasing that man up, because there's certain spots he just couldn't hit up. So.
I doubt there was a shortage. I doubt there was a shortage of volunteers. I imagine there's a line a mile long. I know our friend. Looks like our friend Sharon Brown would be one of those people in line to
Exactly.
grease that gentleman up.
Exactly. No sock there at all.
And I imagine greased up all over the place, including underneath that. Whatever
Oh, God.
is, right there.
Yeah,
You got to grease
you
it
must know
all.
Sharon as good as I do. She definitely would have took one for a country.
His hands even appear to be slick. Somebody else got to hold that flag for him, because that flag would slip right out of his hands if he if he didn't have it. So it's a little
So you need to put the porno black gloves on.
as he's like, when he walks, it's just like.
The man came out extra nasty. Man said, get some Dyer's grease. Yeah, stop by Catfish Cabin for inspiration.
Yeah,
and then go by Dyer's.
This is good.
He got Dyer's grease.
He said, I need the slickest of oils, man. Hey, man, come on. What's up with everybody with baby oil?
Man, he felt too nasty.
I know. Let's get that all. Just
imagine getting that out of that cardboard bed, though. The oil stains.
It looks like the bag at the KFC when you're like, oh, you see through the bed. You see.
And they go come to room because somebody from Tonga's been here. The Tonga guy.
Yeah, the Tonga guy's been here. Yeah, there's like, yeah, I smell it. Yeah.
I can see it in the
right.
cardboard. I can see it in the cardboard. All right, the gig is up. Where is he?
All right, we got to talk to our friend Adam Kramer when we come back. I can't wait to get to this, because this is Kramer's deal right here. This is Kramer's right here. I can't wait to hear what he's got to say. We'll do that. We continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Attention foodies, there's a great new place to eat in a great restored building. South Hall Cafe is now open for breakfast, brunch, and lunch in the former Tobacco Corner. Chef Jesus Ramon is creating classics from scratch with a twist. Enjoy all your favorites, including the best cheese grits in the South, a full bar, an in-house pastry chef, catering, online ordering for curbside or delivery, and a covered patio with live music on the weekends. We're open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. weekdays and 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekends. South Hall Cafe, corner of Poplar and Mendenhall.
Golfers, it's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the biggest Callaway trade-in event of the year. Starting this Thursday through Sunday, bring in any of your old clubs and receive a 75% trade-in bonus towards new Apex irons and Epic woods. Both the Apex and Epic families are designed with artificial intelligence for faster ball speeds. Go to worldwidegolfshops.com or call the store nearest you to schedule your free custom fitting today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
Magic in Memphis. Excellence delivered. Where the world comes to showdown. To be the king of Grind City. Today's stars, tomorrow's legends. Taking care of business. Compete to conquer the world. Don't miss the World Golf Championships FedEx St. Jude Invitational. August 5th through 8th. For more information, visit WGCFedEx.com.
The first name in Memphis Italian food, it's Ronnie Grizzani's in Regalia. Lunch, the Italian favorites with crisp, cold Miss Mary salad, lobster tower, fried green tomatoes, the crab stack, Monday through Saturday for lunch. Ronnie Grizzani's Catering, check out the lunch catering guide at RonnieGrizzani.com. The Elfo Special, salad, Italian bread for $14 per person. Ronnie Grizzani's, they'll bring it to you. 901-850-0191. Pick up a pan of lasagna at Ronnie Grizzani's at Regalia or check out the bulk menu at RonnieGrizzani.com. Get your favorites at home. Chicken Alfredo, ravioli, Italian spinach, curbside pickup, delivery to your door. Free within 4 miles of Regalia. The bar, stay cool with the cocktail list. Steaks, the 8-ounce Gorgonzola and bacon wrap filet. Try it, thank me later. In High Point Grocery, Super Low in Spotswood and Goodman Road, and Buster's Liquors. Make lunch or dinner easy at Ronnie Grizzani's, a Memphis tradition since 1909.
Is there a room in your house that never seems to cool or heat the way you think it should? Then a Mitsubishi ductless system may be a solution for you. Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. Ductless systems are relatively new to the United States, but Mitsubishi ductless systems are a proven energy saver because the system does not have any ductwork, so it can blow colder air in the summer and warmer air in the winter. Mitsubishi's inverter-driven compressors automatically adjust to your cooling or heating demands to deliver ideal comfort while only using the energy that is needed. No more, no less. Do you have a bonus room, sunroom, or master bedroom that never cools right? Maybe a new addition to your home or a garage you want heated or cooled. Now you can do it efficiently. Call Choates today at 755-4797 or visit our website at choateshvac.com to schedule your free estimate. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Right now, we're working an accident on I-55 north of Brooks. The center lane is blocked right now. That's I-55 north of Brooks Road. The center lane is blocked right now. Emergency crews are trying to clear this accident as of right now. So the right lane is the only lane that is open. The center and left lanes are blocked. That's I-55 north of Brooks Road. Center and left lanes are blocked. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
I've been doing my own thing. Love has always had a way of having that timing.
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. That's exactly right. Come on now.
You want me to. Such a great song.
J. Lou says when my kids was babies, my wife would grease them up like that.
Oh, for sure.
Man,
babies got to be greased up because they get chafes and stuff. You can't be having that. You got to have greased up babies.
I remember when
slick babies. I'm a big believer in slick babies.
That is a real thing, though. I remember when I was in elementary school, back when, like, there were no boundaries. Like, teachers could say do anything to kids. The teacher was going off on a tangent about kids coming to school looking dusty. And she was an older lady.
Oh, boy.
And, like, I know, like I remember misjudging the age of my high school teachers. They were probably, like, 5 years older than me, probably. But these teachers I had at elementary school, I think, were legitimately 40-something, 50-something years old. But anyway, teacher was just going off about how dusty the kids were looking. And she was like, y'all come up here looking all crazy, looking this way. Then she had one boy come up. She was like, look at Michael. Look how his mama got him all greased up. He was extra greasy. I was like, that's the standard? Like, that's how we need to be? Like, I remember that kind of bothered me because he was, like, extra oiled up. You know what I mean? And she was like,
and it turns out that she's now the head of the Tonga Olympic Association.
Yeah.
That worked out really well for her. Congratulations to her. Now, coming up in hour number 2, we have a lot to get to, but we have nothing more important than what we start with, which is our good friend, and right now at the epicenter of chaos, ladies and gentlemen, he is the realignment specialist. He's got more realignment coverage than a chiropractor.
2 for $100,
ladies and gentlemen,
with an oil change.
He's Adam Kramer at Kegs and Eggs on your Twitter. Adam Kramer, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
What's
How
going
we
on?
doing?
Good, bro. What's going on with you?
Adam Kramer, how are you? This is you. This is your thing, man. I just expected you to just come out of the gate just with fire in your eyes right now. This is your time to shine, baby.
I love stupid realignment. Okay, I love it because when I go back 10 years, think about some of my favorite days on social media. It was with Brett McMurphy, a.k.a. Sources of ESPN at the time. We called him Sources because when he left, they would just take all of his reports, put them on there as Sources. Brett McMurphy, just breaking rumors. Not even news, rumors. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. Did you know? Okay, first and foremost, like, this is a big deal, right? When a big coach leaves a big job, that's always a big deal. But you know, the part that's really fun and lost all that is what happens to the coach that leaves the next job to go to that job. What about the coach that leaves his job to go to the job to go to the job? The ripple effects of something like this are magnificent, huge. If you're in the Big 12, they're probably scary. If you're in the Big 10, you're thinking, okay, you're starting to do some window shopping. This is it's like a couple weeks ago, athletes started to be able to get paid, and now we throw a little realignment in it, and like it's on. And not only is it on, but this is all very, very real, and it is spectacular, and I am very excited.
So the state of play here for everybody to understand is the Big 12 is, as far as I'm concerned, at least, its days are numbered as a going concern. Yeah. Texas and Oklahoma have made it very clear to the other members that they want out. They would not want out were they not to have a landing spot already dealt with. That would appear in all likelihood to be the SEC, which would make perfect sense. They apparently reached out to the SEC and not vice versa, which is important to point out amid all of this, because that's a difference from 10 years ago when other conferences like the Pac-12 most notably were trying to reach out to Texas and Oklahoma. That is also there. And apparently the agreement that Oklahoma and Oklahoma State at one point had about they would be together has apparently been evaporated. That is no longer a thing anymore within the state of Oklahoma. So it looks as though the SEC is at 16. Our own Brett Norsworthy reporting that they may not be done, that Clemson and another team may be in the mix to make it 18. Maybe that's Notre Dame. Who knows? It could be incredible if they drop a bomb like that. But for now, at least, Adam, the ripple effects, if we assume that Texas and Oklahoma are going to go to the SEC, and I don't want to get into pods versus divisions, all that stuff. There will be time for that. But what do you do if you are the Big 12? Well, first of all, Bob Bowlesby. Second of all, if you're one of these other teams that's all of a sudden looking at a shopping mall, as we talked about, without Macy's anymore. Macy's and whatever else, Bloomingdale's and all that, they're all gone right now.
You do, first off, there's no move you could do that will put you in an equal, even close to equal position where you are. So let's confront the reality right now. You're going to have to add. The question is, you had 2 teams, you have 4 teams. Then who do you go to? So these are not. I love this game, by the way. You and I have played this game like a zillion times.
Yes.
Of again, just like picking out teams. Houston, of course, is like a natural fit because of geography and losing, the Texas team. That's a really good market. I think the second one is, or more, you go Cincinnati, so that's you. But I guess I don't want to get into the nuance of what do you do? Because here's the reality: none of your options are great. You could pick out a Pac-12 team. Could you? You're not a Big Ten team's not going to leave. So your options are to fill these holes with, I don't want to say bad, respectable programs. It's not a bad program. Cincinnati has done extraordinarily well, and it's really good. It's kind of an odd fit, but whatever. It becomes survival mode for that conference. Now, I do think that it can survive, but there are some still reputable programs. Like this to me is a little different than the whole Big East thing, because these are teams in football markets that some of them have some football moments, etc. But the reputation changes, the media rights change. You take those 2 huge brands, and these are huge brands, and you remove them, and so it's kind of like death by 1,000 cuts. You're not going to get as much money from ESPN or whomever. You're not going to be able to compete in playoff consideration because the reputation of the conference goes away. All of this stuff happens kind of one by one. And at some point, it just disintegrates. The margins are very thin. And so I think if you're the Big 12, you're listening to ADs and other people panic and send out press releases because they understand. They understand what's at stake here, and what's at stake is the future of the conference.
Adam, everyone is glued to their phones, glued to their TV, glued to their laptops, trying to keep up with this news because it's definitely exciting. I kind of worry about this. I kind of think that this is it can be bad for college football as a whole when one conference is continuing to grow like this, because there's nothing stopping them from adding a Clemson, adding a Notre Dame. What's stopping the SEC from just being their own league almost to an extent, because they could if they're controlling these TV dollars, and ESPN will continue to pump more money into their conference depending on who's in it. Do you think that could be bad for college football as a whole? What the SEC is doing?
Absolutely. I think it's a little legitimate concern. ESPN and the SEC are signing a contract here in the coming years, right? That's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I heard, my text has been kind of funny these last few days. It's like, is this the start where the SEC just really, really groups up? The majority of the great teams in college football says goodbye NCAA, just starts its own league.
Right.
I mean, that's a bit extreme, but it's far less extreme than it used to be when you consider some of the pieces that are falling into place. I do think, however, what you lose in something like this, and make no mistake about it, we lost a lot of it in the last round of realignment, is tradition and history. And I know and I'm guilty of this too. I want to see good football, and I'm okay with, change of the playoff and everything else. It's good football. But there's a line there somewhere, and I don't know where it is. It's hard to truly define where we can, say, okay, enough is enough. I don't know if this is that line yet. Time will tell. But I do think things are changing, and this feels like a point where there is no going back. Like, when you've got the call last night, where you've got the ADs meeting without Oklahoma and Texas, and you've got the reports breaking the way they are. I mean, the lawyers are involved now. It's going to be a big mess. And I don't.
They've been involved.
Oh yeah, but I do think that I absolutely believe. I'm so interested in this And I think teams got to do what's best for themselves. I absolutely think that if you manipulate tradition too much, the thing at college football's for, which makes it great, you could absolutely be creating negatives moving forward. It's hard to know where it's going to exist or how it's going to exist, but for sure, that's a possibility.
Well, see, the thing. So the thing is, I don't know. I don't know that I share your optimism about the Big 12 overall, even in the middle of all of this. If I'm these other teams, the Big 12 without Texas and Oklahoma, I mean, you have Baylor, TCU, you have Oklahoma State, West Virginia, Kansas, Kansas State, Iowa State, and I'm missing somebody. I forget. I'm always going to miss one, but so there's somebody else I'm missing. Those are your teams. That's not. I mean, that's fine, but that's not a power conference. And there's nobody that you can add to make it a power conference. And I think the other teams are going to look around at that all of a sudden, Adam. And I think the other conferences are going to look and say, okay, well, the Big Ten, all we've got to do is add 2, and we've got 16. We could find 2 that we like. The Pac-12 can do its thing and maybe poach 1 or something like that. The ACC could sit around and maybe add 1 or 2, whatever. But to me, the Big 12 is more likely to be poached off and maybe end up trying to combine with like the AAC or Mountain West or have some kind of conglomerate. But I don't think it's the Power 5 anymore. I think it's the Power 4 or the Power 3, whatever it ends up being. I think this is that Noah's Ark scenario I keep talking about, where if you're either part of the group or you're dead as a major team that is competitive along the lines of college football.
I'm with you. I mean, I think there's more here than maybe there's been with smaller conferences that have gone, that have gone up in smoke. But when you're on a call like they were last night, and Bob Bowlesby is saying loyalty, together, when you're having to preach togetherness, like that ain't good. Because what he knows is exactly what you're saying. If you're Iowa State right now, and I don't know if the Big Ten would like this, but aren't you just absolutely trying, like dying, to get into the Big Ten, right?
Yep.
I mean, if you're one of these teams, if you're any of these at this point, even the Pac-12,
Iowa State,
like
Kansas maybe. I mean, I don't know if the Big Ten would be interested, but I mean from a geographical standpoint, they're not far away. K-State, those are possibilities to kind of consolidate the Midwest part of the Big Ten.
Schools, I mean, Kansas basketball. Well, I guess Iowa State basketball too, but basketball aside, like those schools have rich basketball tradition. Football's been a mess. You don't want to do kind of the whole Maryland thing again because that's not gone great. But if you're the Big Ten, do you say, hey, we're going to foray into Texas? Let's pick a Texas team so we can get some of that market as well. You've got options. But back to your point, I don't think it's certainly not. I think you've got some things there, but I think the problem that hurts you is that this is likely not going to be the end. And now it'll be interesting to see what the buyouts are and all those different things and how this moves, how quickly this moves. But no, there's a reason they're on a call last night as quickly as they are. This is bad, very bad if you're the Big 12.
Well, in the Kirk Bowles of the Austin American-Statesman reporting this morning that a prominent Big 12 source tells him that the deal to the SEC is almost done. The quote is, they've been working on this for a minimum of 6 months, and Texas A&M's leadership was left out of discussions and wasn't told about it. He expects the move to be official within a week. So even more added to it. It seems pretty obvious at this point that this is what's going to happen. The next question is, we've talked about this on our show, me and Anthony, like, what's the point of some of it? Like, what's the point of conferences at this point? If the Big 12 is a few schools sort of scattered around the middle of the country, plus Cincinnati, plus West Virginia, plus I don't know, whoever they're going to put, UCF, Memphis, some other schools just sort of dotted around the country. What is the point conferences used to be about some level of geographical something. We're getting to the point now where like what are we even doing here? Do we explore a fact that
no, it's about making money. I mean that's what conferences are about. The SEC wouldn't be entertaining adding.
But why do we need? But I guess why do we need them anymore? If we get to the point where the SEC's got basically almost everybody, the SEC, Big Ten, ACC have some combination of pretty much everybody that's extremely appealing from an eyeball national perspective. To the point of like, I mean, I feel like we're getting close to where the sport is going to be realigned, and we're going to cut the NCAA out of the deal altogether. And we're going to create our own little super league a la Europe, and where we're just going to be the biggest of the big are going to be out here just swimming in money.
Well, if you want to have some assembly of tradition, keeping at least many of those teams in the same little HUD is probably a part of it. That is because scheduling and everything else, it just becomes a lot more easy and natural to try to keep that. I agree with you. I mean, we're heading down that path. If the playoff is expanding, you have a chance to really kind of open things up. At some point, the NCAA has to not like. You mentioned the report of, the SEC growing even larger. Like if this is it. And to me, I mean, how many teams outside of that, right? Let's say it's I'll get to Ohio State. Let's say it's Oklahoma, Texas, Clemson, and what was the other team you mentioned? Like, how many teams outside of that are you considering to win a national championship year over year? Ohio State, full stop. Notre Dame. I mean, so your Premier League is happening. The reason they're going to keep the gate, the fence up is because it's a way for, to be selective and pick which teams enter so it can drive up the revenue. And that's why Texas and Oklahoma, when you look at the revenue difference, it's a no-brainer. I think, honestly, the answer of opening it up, it dilutes the product. So if you're the SEC, you don't want it to open up. You want to make sure that you handpick these teams at this point. You can be very selective and decide, hey, Oklahoma and Texas are good for business. A team like Iowa State and Oklahoma State would not be good for business. So it's selfish. It's purely selfish. Not in a bad way if you're these entities. I understand why they would do it, but that's exactly why.
Adam, when you look at a team like Memphis, do you think there's any scenario where in this, have and have not market this looks like it's about to set up, do you think there's any scenario that comes out good for a school like Memphis?
Yeah, I think at this point everything should be on the table. I depending on the team grab, and what we saw 10 years ago was, people like running for the lifeboat. So does the Pac-12 need to add? Like if this goes 12, if it goes 16, there's going to be teams that are available here. And I think Memphis, in terms of market, in terms of fit, absolutely has got to be thinking about, would it be a good fit in the Big 12? How would it work out? I think the geographic part of this, to your point, Peter, is pretty much done. We're kind of showing over time that, we don't really care about this. So I think that part is pretty much done. And I think, they have to keep an eye. I think if you're every reasonably successful program, football, basketball in the country, you are trying to figure out if you're going to have a chair at the end of this and what that chair is going to look like.
So you think that Memphis would be appealing to one of the conferences that's trying to?
Oh, yeah. No, are they going to be as appealing as some of the Big 12 teams in the Texas market and everything else? No, but yeah, I think Memphis has a lot to offer. Like if we're starting to get into the Cincinnatis of the world, we're pretty much in Memphis' domain, are we not? Like if that's the level of team that we're going to figure out if we want to add, I don't know enough of the market share and everything else, but from my perception, I mean, Memphis is not far from being in that discussion if that's where we're headed.
Well, I think the Memphis needs to have a significant plan in place, multiple contingency plans. I mean, this to me is like DEFCON 1. Like it's not a drill anymore. Like you better. It's going to be over soon, and I think this round of realignment might be the last one for a while, because once teams get settled and once you reach kind of a saturation point, and I think adding Texas and Oklahoma to the SEC becomes a saturation point for the SEC. Well, now there's only so much that you can do elsewhere, and if that domino doesn't move anymore, then nothing else is really going to move either, which means you're kind of stuck where you are. That whole thing of musical chairs is true, and of course, when the music stops, you're stuck where you happen to be. And if you don't have a chair, then you're stuck without a chair. And it's over at that point. So don't be that team. I don't know. Like that's the thing, Adam. It makes me. I'm nervous about it because I don't know. I don't know that Memphis can feel particularly confident about the idea that they're going to be able to find a spot. I think it's nice. I think there's definitely compelling reasons why Memphis would, but when I play it out, it smacks to me of joining the Big East, which everyone around here was excited about for about 5 minutes until the Big East, ended up not being a thing, and it wasn't a thing anymore. I feel like the Big 12. We joined the Big 12, and then it's like, oh, it's not a thing anymore. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, all right, fair enough. I feel like we're getting in that territory.
Memphis has a decent thing going, by the way.
Yes,
there's
absolutely.
There. It's a conference that has, especially with the new playoff format, all of a sudden I think is a lot more appealing. The value of their position has gone up substantially in the last 4 months. So I almost like whether Memphis is pegged to join this team or not, or the conference, like, hey, we want you in. I almost think that's not a concern. Like, Memphis could very well be in a much more desirable situation than an Iowa State here, too. I mean, Iowa State, to be more plainly about it, could very much be in Memphis' situation if things don't go well, right? Memphis has a chair, and there's reason to believe that conference can stay relatively intact. I mean, because when you think about the poaching that's going to happen, probably going to start with the Big 12 scrap, if you will. So,
well, it basically comes down, as far as I'm concerned, Adam, it comes down to, is it 64 teams total? That would be 4 16-team super conferences. That's 64. Is it 64 or is it 80, where you have 5 16-team conferences? If it's 80, I think Memphis is fine. If it's 64, I'm less confident at that point.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. So I think that it's okay at the moment. I do think the original point. Everything is so volatile now. So if you're going to make a move, like you make a move to the SEC, you know that the SEC, assuming the lawyers don't stop any of this, that you're going to be able to do so. Like any other move, and the Big Ten, okay, fine, but any other move, what's called lateral to upward lateral moves, there's going to be a lot of risk in those discussions.
This is spectacular. Adam Kramer, I can only watch as you can and just marvel at what might happen. And the possibilities are endless, exciting, scary, all these sorts of things, but never boring. That's for certain, my friend. Have a great one. We'll chat again soon, and have fun, man. Enjoy following all this.
All right. Sound good, buddy. Take care.
All right. He's our pal, Adam Kramer, joining us on the program. We'll come back. We'll continue this discussion as more has kind of emerged this morning. And it does seem to push things ever closer to the nuclear button of Texas and Oklahoma joining the SEC. We'll talk about it. We continue in the Family Leisure Studio. Stick around.
Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy take you through lunch from 10 to 1 weekdays, only on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Is your wife asking you to stop eating junk food? Well, we have you covered at Humdingers. It's quick and it's healthy, and most important, it tastes amazing. With many choices from salmon salad to rainbow trout and grilled asparagus. Come visit us for lunch at Humdingers, 6300 Poplar Avenue. So good, Coach Penny eats with us weekly. Don't forget, Humdingers offers full-service catering for weddings, social events, or your corporate lunches. You can call 901-260-8292 to find out more.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
AC trouble? Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60. Then this year, Air Doctors is the official HVAC contractor for St. Jude Dream House. Air Doctors installed the St. Jude Dream House new Train high-efficiency equipment. Get your service from the best. AirDoctorsOfMemphis.com. Call 901-598-HVAC.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddick Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas, 4 walks a day, group play, and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Golfers, it's time to tee it up at Edwin Watts Golf Shops for the biggest Callaway trade-in event of the year. Starting this Thursday through Sunday, bring in any of your old clubs and receive a 75% trade-in bonus towards new Apex irons and Epic woods. Both the Apex and Epic families are designed with artificial intelligence for faster ball speeds. Go to worldwidegolfshops.com or call the store nearest you to schedule your free custom fitting today. Edwin Watts Golf Shops, home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee.
Remember the last time your family visited the forest? It's a place of wonder and imagination for the whole family, where stories come to life. And it's closer than you think. Ready to plan your next visit? Make the forest part of your story today at a local park near you, or find one at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the United States Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Sports 56 traffic.
We still working the accident on I-55 north of Brooks Road. Right now, the center and right lanes are now open, but the left lane and the left shoulder is still blocked from the accident. They've moved the accident over to the left side. So keep in mind, I-55 north of Brooks Road, the center and right lanes are open, but the left lane and the left shoulder is still blocked. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
By the way, the flag bearer from Vanuatu is trying to go after the guy from Tonga. They're clearly they're about to scrap. They're about to scrap. These two,
they go slide
these
up
two
off you.
greasy dudes. They're going to just slip and slide all over the place. But he's not ready. He's not ready. He's not ready to give up the crown. He's like, nope.
Look at you see Shy's tweet, Sharon Brown.
I didn't see it. He's like Killmonger. He's like, is this your king? Is this your greasy king? I'm about to
have a grease off.
We're about to have a flex off out
like
here.
Michael Jackson's Beat It video. Just have
Beat it,
just have two,
beat
just
it,
grab each other by the hands and just
beat
can't hold
it,
on to each other.
Texter says in the at 360-8255 said the Big 12 could add really good teams, Peter. They could add 4 really good teams. No, they can't. Who are the really good teams? Who would they be? For real. Like, who's the four really good teams? Think about what you just said. Really good teams. Really good teams of what? Like, we're not talking about, like, Iowa State can be a good team sometimes. Like, that doesn't mean they're necessarily an attractive candidate to join in. I mean, how you're going to tell me Cincinnati, UCF, like what? Those aren't major, massive
they ain't moving
ads
money
for a conference. They're not moving the needle at all when it comes to that. Then this guy continues and says, I bet bottom or middle of the SEC don't like it, adding 2 powerhouses. Bottom of the SEC may trans. What are you talking about? If you're middle of SEC or bottom, you have no shot at the playoff. You have the same shot that you do this morning.
That's what I'm saying. You just made it worse. I'm with that, man. Like, how do we know all these?
It doesn't make any sense. You don't make sense? Money.
But Peter, I get that. But in a good year,
and more of it.
In a good year, Ole Miss can have a team that can compete for a SEC championship. Like we saw this happen a few years ago. That ain't happening no more.
Why would it not happen?
Because look at you got 2. Man, you about to have Notre Dame, Clemson. Come on, man. Never. Nah, bro.
It can happen. It can happen the same way as it happened now. It can happen the same way it happened now.
I don't like this at all.
And either way, it doesn't matter because it's about the money. The same way Vanderbilt, they're not scrambling to join the Sun Belt because they can win something. They don't care about that.
It just seems like SEC is going to be so out in front that the purpose of the other conference won't even make any sense. Like
that's true.
Man, it's about to be crazy.
The SEC last year distributed $660 million among their 14 schools. That's $46 million per school. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
$46 million per school. How much do you think the other divisions did?
I don't know. That's what scared me, though.
Exactly.
We might well just have the SEC
Let me tell
championship for the national.
You want to know what they got last year?
Nothing.
7.5 million from the AAC.
Yeah,
the other schools got $46 million, and it's going to be more. When you add Texas and Oklahoma and you redo those deals, that 46, even though you're cutting it 16 ways, all of a sudden that becomes now 50 million, 55 million, 60 million. So you're at the question: why in God's name would Ole Miss or anyone else say, you know what, I'm going to take a $40 million a year haircut to go try to win in a different conference? Ain't happening. That's why.
Peter,
to answer your question,
you don't seem
that's
to be
why.
concerned at all, man. Like, this don't bother you?
Concerned at all about what?
Like the state of college football because of this.
Why would it? What
because you had the same energy. Like, you had a totally different energy when we were talking about soccer with that super conference thing they were doing, where like all the top teams are getting in the same league. And he was like, it's going to kill the league.
Yeah, because what was happening there is complete. What was happening there would be the equivalent of the top 2 teams from each conference leaving the conferences. No, not each. It would be like Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Georgia. Let's say Ohio State, Michigan. I don't know, UCLA, Oregon, something like that. All getting together and refusing to play in the other conferences and creating their own thing that has
How far are we from that, though, Peter?
I think we're still pretty far.
What's stopping the SEC? We just said, okay, Michigan.
But I mean,
what's stopping it?
This is the thing. This has already been happening. If the Super League is something that's never happened before. These are domestic leagues. In the comparison isn't valid because those are domestic leagues that have not changed in their structure in 100 and some odd years. SEC has changed like, what, 3 times since in the last 20 years? Like they change all the time. The Big 12 didn't even exist when you were a kid. Wasn't a thing. It is now, and it doesn't have 12 teams. The Big 10 doesn't have 10 teams. College football has never made sense.
I'm concerned.
It doesn't ever, like, it's never, so that doesn't, to me, the concern is not the American Athletic Conference wasn't a thing 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever. Like, Memphis has been in 5 different leagues. Like, there's no tradition. So it doesn't matter. Like, they moved to the SEC, whatever.
I'm not talking about tradition. It just seems like the SEC is about to be so far ahead of everyone else that is.
They already so far ahead of everybody else.
No, Peter,
You
this
just
ain't
heard
the
those
same,
numbers?
bro. This ain't the same thing. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Absolutely
That makes
it
it even
is.
more scary, though. If the SEC just says, okay, we're just going to take – if you want to be on Death Row Records, come give it Death Row Records. Otherwise, you're going to be out
They
there.
didn't take them. They called and asked. They didn't take them. They called and said, we want to be part of this. And they said, okay, that sounds good
But
to me.
who are they going to say no to? And who's going to not want to go over there?
Everybody else? If Memphis calls, they're going to say nope.
Peter, you get what I'm trying to
If
say.
Iowa
bro.
State calls,
What's stopping Michigan from saying, or Michigan, Iowa State, and say, hey, man, we don't want to be over here trying to get people a job. We want to get them a job.
then if they decide to do that, which they won't, but if they decided to forego the Big Ten, then yeah, absolutely. The difference is that the Big 12 is not a thing. Like, it's not a real conference in the way that these other ones are. The Big Ten has been around for a long time. The SEC has been around for a long time. The Pac-12 in some form. The Big 12 used to be the Big 8 at Southwestern Conference. Texas was a Southwestern Conference. Then
It's
it
a
went to
relatively new conference.
there's not a natural home for them in the same way. So you could talk about quote unquote Big 12 tradition, but there really isn't. They got West Virginia in the league, for God's sake. There's no tradition that we're talking about saving here. It's a whole now. If for example you say
You
if
feel like
Ohio
today
State,
that other conferences
if
don't have
Ohio
much to worry
State
about.
said we're out of the Big Ten, that would be a landmark, and that would tell. Then I would say, you know what, it is just the SEC at that point. But that's not going to happen because the Big Ten is still a very wealthy conference. There's still tons of money to be made. They're not going anywhere, so there's no issue there. But the Big 12 doesn't have a standard amount of tradition, so it's not. To me, I don't see it the same way. It doesn't. Texas has been multiple different leagues in the last 30 years.
All right, you're Memphis. What are you doing right now? Like literally right
Freaking
now.
out?
It's 8:43 in the morning.
Freaking out, first of all. I mean,
As far as making movement, yeah, you are freaking out. But as far as making moves, what are you doing right now?
Well, I mean, again, what you have to figure out is the Big 12 going to be a thing that's worth joining? Because the obvious move would be for them to join the Big 12. But is that going to be a thing that even matters? Is the Big 12 going to exist as we know it in a situation worth having, or are those teams going to start peeling off? Are you going to see a West Virginia say, man, you know what? Why don't we just call the ACC? Maybe they'll take us since we're so close over here anyway. We're part of this whole situation. You have Iowa State saying, man, Big Ten would be great. It makes perfect sense for us to join the Big Ten. Kansas as well. So you're joining the Big 12, but maybe the Big 12 doesn't have any media rights after 2025.
Right.
There's only 3 years left right now on their media deal. So there's nothing that keeps them in existence past 3 years. So when you join them, you better be sure.
Your TV deal is what
yeah,
makes
that
your
TV's
conference,
the whole
period.
exactly,
Right.
exactly right. So there's nothing that keeps them together right now. Now that might change, but and here's the other thing: no TV company is going to sign a new deal with them until they know what they're signing. You're not going to sign with the Big 12 without Texas and Oklahoma and with no idea who else is going to be part of that group. You don't know how to value that. It's a whole different. Texas and Oklahoma playing. That's a big thing that raises the value. You take those away and you replace them with Cincinnati and UCF, you're dropping several $100 million off the value of that contract. So they're not going to sign until they know what the product is. They're not going to get the mystery box of what could this conference be. They need to know what it is before they sign anything. Which means if you're Memphis, I don't know that the Big 12 is. I don't know where you're signing. If you sign, what are you signing with? I don't know.
All right, we'll cliffhang this over the break then. If you're Memphis and the Big 12 is just going to be a thrift store, they're going to be a rummage bin. They're going to be the cart of $5 DVDs at Walmart. If you know that's going to happen, what's your next move? If you know the Big 12 won't be an actual conference, it's just going to be torn apart. I'm going to throw that over the break for you.
Yeah. This is. These are the discussions that are happening right now. Yeah. So we'll talk about it. You text in if you're a Tiger fan. What do you want to see Memphis do? 360-8255. We'll talk about it when we continue here from the Family Leisure Studio. Stick around.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world at sports56whbq.com or on the Sports 56 app.
Summer in Memphis is hot and humid. Match that with an inefficient air conditioner, and that equals less comfort inside your home and higher utility bills. Hi, this is Lauren Choate with Choate's Air Conditioning, Heating, and Plumbing. If you're frustrated with your current HVAC system, then let us give you a free estimate to make you and your family more comfortable this summer. Right now, Choates and Carrier are offering 60 months no-interest financing on select Carrier HVAC systems. If you're not ready to purchase a new system yet and need Freon to get you through the summer, then go to our website for our half-off 1 pound of Freon coupon. If your system hasn't received a maintenance yet, Choates is also offering their $20.99 AC tune-up. So turn to the experts with Choates and call 347-8086 today to take advantage of these specials. And remember, Choates, let our family serve your family.
Magic in Memphis. Excellence delivered. Where the world comes to showdown. To be the king of Grind City. Today's stars, tomorrow's legends. Taking care of business. Compete to conquer the world. Don't miss the World Golf Championships FedEx St. Jude Invitational. August 5th through 8th. For more information, visit WGCFedEx.com.
It's time to trade up to a Kia sales event at Gossett Kia on Covington Pike. Get up and go in a 2021 Kia Rio 41 MPG Highway 0% and $239 a month. 2021 Kia Forte 0% and $268 a month. And get all-weather rugged and ready in 2022 Seltos $334 a month. Plus peace of mind with Kia's 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get top dollar for your Kia trade today and trade up at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike, or shop online 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J and he'll put you in a new Kia today. If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars. All $29.99 due at signing. Rio Forte 60 months at 0%. Rio ME 403.610. MSRP 17,315. Forte ME 379,469. MSRP 19,040. Seltos N 724 718 166 months at 1.9%. MSRP 24,110. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 must finance with KMF or low APR. Excludes tax file and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/2/2021. Dealer stock only.
There's now a faster and easier way to pick up your Corky's Barbecue. Order and pay online, pull into the designated spot, text Corky's to 474747, and we'll bring your order right to your car. No waiting.
Hi, this is Troy Fiveash, owner of Fiveash Roof Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies. We will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Fiveash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Fiveash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Fiveash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
You've heard of James Gaddis Jewelers, but have you heard what they've done lately? Everything. A tremendous selection of diamonds and jewels, gold, silver, and much more. Lots of watches, tons of custom-made jewelry, fine gemstones, bracelets, necklaces, so many choices. Romantics will love the one-of-a-kind estate and vintage jewelry. James Gaddis has experts to help you with wedding and engagement rings, plus 2 repair experts for fine watches and jewelry. Layaway and financing available. James Gaddis Jewelers at 4900 Poplar.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
So I can't get around it. So low, you can't get under it. So high,
Come on out.
you can't get over it.
Yeah. By the way, the Cleveland Indians have changed their name this morning.
You lying.
Nope, they are now the Cleveland Guardians.
Bro, quit playing. He's lying, bro. For real?
Yeah, that's real.
Why ain't you seen that nowhere?
That's real. I don't know.
Shout out to Cleveland. Anything is possible. No, that's not. No, what did LeBron say? What LeBron say he won the championship?
Cleveland.
Yeah, something he said.
The Guardians.
Of the Galaxy.
The Galaxy. The Guardians of the...
Hey, that's dope, though. Hold on.
I think...
I don't think it's that dope. I wish they'd gone back to the
that-
Spiders. They used to be the Spiders back in the day. I would have loved the
Are
Spiders.
these official logos?
The G with the baseballs. Is the
How do you do this with like nobody knowing it?
That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Man, quit it. No, that's not how it works, man.
That's how it works.
You normally say we changing the name logo coming soon. These folks got the full rollout. This look a little.
Or you
this
just-
actually look a little G League, generic league.
Yeah, it looks. It's not great as far as I'm concerned.
That G with the baseball is doo doo. Hold on.
So when is the football team going to announce their new name?
Yeah, man. What y'all waiting on? To sell all the jerseys y'all can? Of the no names? Then you gonna drop a real one?
What do you mean the football team?
The Washington football team.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They supposed to be
I
dropping.
thought you meant Cleveland's football team.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like, why are we changing the Browns?
That seems fine to me. I
The
don't-
Cleveland baseball team.
Am I the only person who think the Cleveland Browns uniform is like dope though?
Yeah, no, you're not. Helmet's great. Brown,
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's fantastic. All right, so here you go.
The Guardians. What's the mascot going to be?
Guardians. It's I don't know.
Mascot's going to be Groot.
Groot. That's what I was going to say. They're Groot. Groot for sure.
Like, they definitely got to get the
Rocky
license
Raccoon.
for that.
That's
Ain't nobody me but me.
Batista.
Batista. I saw a dude look just like Batista yesterday.
Wow. Okay. There aren't that many dudes that look just like Batista, so you probably, you probably might have seen Batista. Actually,
We've been in perv mode a lot today. Am I the only one?
Who is we?
Zach, we never include you in it. It's
Yeah,
many
you're-
questions.
yeah, you're never- yeah, you're just
automatically exclude yourself in anything that involves that. But the other lady that was in Guardians of the Galaxy really does it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Who I'm talking about?
Zoe Saldana?
No. You know Zoe. No, you know that's Prime. I can't Wilson. Yeah, you already know. With Zoe, you already know.
Do you mean the lady, the sort of Asian looking lady?
Yeah, the little wasp bug thing.
You talking about Mantis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the black eyes for me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay. All right.
You know she ain't
Yeah, that's
Asian.
fine.
Though? Hold on, I think she's not Asian at all.
Well, that's okay too.
All
right, so but while you look that up, let me look at some of the texts we talked about. I don't want to totally lose our point here, getting into this mode. Texter says, let's see, the power conferences can't see the draw of the city schools for recruits. I mean, they just come in and recruit. Why do they need the city school? What do they need to? Why do they need Memphis to join the conference? If they just want to recruit Memphis, they just recruit Memphis anyway. He then continues to say AAC would compete at the highest level if the money were equal. So many recruits would go to the city schools instead of the cow pasture schools.
That's true. That's true. That's another reason why Memphis will never be in the SEC.
I don't think that's true. I mean, look that.
Yeah,
Why isn't like TCU or like in the middle of Dallas? Why aren't they dominant? Or why isn't Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech's in the middle of Atlanta. Why aren't they not just dominant? Like that they're in the middle of a city. The city does not have anything to do with it. There's plenty of ways to get to.
They're also
a
not like super locked in on trying to be that either. Peter. They're also those are two academic.
TCU is super locked in. I can assure you.
TCU
they spend a lot
TCU is like a
yeah.
big academic school too, though, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, but so what?
I think they're probably
Vanderbilt's in the middle of Nashville. Like you think if cities, like if people care about cities, then.
But why you acting like Desmond Bain and go to TCU, bro? Why you acting like what's my boy that just transferred from Memphis? Like Damian
We
Ball.
talking,
Come on, man.
we talking basketball?
Folks making major moves out here, bro. What are you talking
Did I
about?
forget about
Damian Ball?
talking basketball? Taking basketball? Did I forget we were talking about basketball? This is a basketball conversation? Or did Desmond May play football? Did I forget about that?
Why didn't he play football? He could be in the NFL right
Because his arms are too short. He couldn't catch. He couldn't
He
reach
could
reach
be
out and get
a
the ball.
bomb tailback.
Would have been a dope
You ain't taking the ball out them little arms. We lock them little arms up, man. That ball ain't going nowhere.
vice grip.
Nah. He could be a linebacker. He'd be a linebacker. That's what he's a little squatty. Just
You can throw the ball right over his
big,
head.
tall guy. But
he's tall as 6'5", though. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In any event, no, we're not talking about. We're talking.
You know what
he
Desmond
goes
Bain really
as-
could have excelled at? Taking your girl. Ladies love DBZ. The other DB. I saw a girl that's like my age. She's like, oh, Desmond Bain, fine ass. Like, no, baby, 20 years old. That boy's like 21.
He's a child.
Texter says, "Wonder what the folks at the Liberty Bowl think about this." I'd be very curious to see what they think.
It's gonna
about
be
this,
on because that SEC,
given the Big
Yeah.
12 situation and all that, it's a very.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's very, very, very difficult.
But we do get what's the team we get from the SEC? 5th place, 4th.
There's not a specific now. They do.
They just go get one.
Yeah, they do. They have to agree. All the bowls sort of divvy it up amongst themselves based on, like relevance and who's had it first, and there's all that stuff. So that's not. It doesn't exactly.
But usually it's always a SEC team versus a Big 12 team.
Yeah. That's which again that will change or that will sort of be different. So it's I don't know. It's a fascinating situation. Is all I can say. It's a fascinating situation. It's going to be different. And again, I think a lot of y'all are overestimating what this thing would look like at some point. Like, it says, the Big 10, ACC, and Big 12 are not big haircuts, Peter. Big 12 is, for sure. Big 10 and ACC aren't, but they're not adding just anybody. Big 12 is without Texas and Oklahoma is a non-Power 5 school, is a non-Power 5 conference. So now you got to figure out how do you either got to find a way to make it a Power 5, and I don't know who you add that makes it a Power 5. BYU doesn't make it a Power 5. Cincinnati didn't make it a Power 5. UCF didn't make it a Power 5. Memphis didn't make it a Power 5. The combination of all those teams, I mean, maybe, but I don't think so. I think it's. I don't know. I think it's a scramble right now. It's a scramble right now. I don't know how it's going to shake out.
It's going to be crazy.
I really don't. But it's major. It's major.
I think Memphis is going to be
no
all right,
question.
bro. Even at 64, I think Memphis is going to be all right. Write that down.
Okay. I'll write it down. You have to. You're gonna have to explain it to me. But I'll write it down.
Because these conferences, I think it's gonna be all right because I think it's gonna be more than 16 teams per conference. I think.
But that's not 64.
What is it then, Peter? Anything more than 16 is more than 64, right?
If it's 16, if it's 4 16-team leagues, that's 64.
Right. So
if there's
so
4 18 teams league, it's 72.
Okay. Well, I think Memphis gonna be all right because of that, man. Peter, you gonna get? I might have to straighten you out, bro. Don't nothing get straightened but straightened.
Why are you getting all?
Don't nothing get straightened but straightened, bro.
Why are you getting all upset over it?
Because you act like I don't understand simple math, bro. If the SEC does more than 16, everybody else probably gonna follow suit, right?
That I don't know. That I don't know about. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure that everyone just says like that's the number. Like I don't know. I don't know. I mean, we're in unprecedented. We're in uncharted waters.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that looks like. But we'll see. Hour number 3 on the way. We'll talk to our friend Kari Thompson about all of this as we continue here.
Do we really care what Kari has to say about this? That's fine though. I got him.
Why are you dogging out Kari?
It's a weekly tradition like none other.
I'm going to defend Kari when we come back. Stick around.
Mount Moriah Auto Sales. What sets them apart? Great selection, quality, high-end to low-end cars, and low mileage. Mount Moriah Auto Sales is under new management. Ask for Emmett or Steven. Check out their great selection of cars or trucks. Choose from Dodges, Jeeps, Fords, GMCs, Infinitis, Porsches, Range Rovers, Lexus, Mercedes, BMWs, even Bentleys. Mount Moriah Auto Sales also has a great service department with 12 bays for everything from oil changes to alignment to new tires. Go to MountMoriahAutoSales.com. Pick out your like new car or truck today. Mount Moriah Auto Sales, right on the corner and right on the price.
Let Jason's Deli cater your special event. Any meal, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Save all the time and all the trouble and let Jason's Deli do all the work. Locations at Park Place, Poplar and Highland, Cordova, and Olive Branch. Breakfast packages, hot breakfast choices, breakfast sandwich boxes. They serve 12, ham, sausage, fresh cracked eggs, crispy bacon, flatbread breakfast, 8-ounce, individually boxed flatbread sandwiches. Sunshine breakfast, hot wrap breakfast, breakfast pastries, coffee, and fresh orange juice. Sandwich boxes, the manager special, soup, fresh fruit, deluxe sandwiches, boardroom box, traditional box, sandwich trays, hot meals, desserts, and drinks. Go to jasonsdeli.com. Whether you need to feed 5 or 5,000, the experienced team at Jason's Deli can deliver. Locations in Park Place, Olive Branch, Poplar and Highland, and Cordova. The commitment to variety, value, and quality ingredients means you can feel great about choosing Jason's Deli catering for all 3 meals.
Golf is back, and so is Miramichi. And just like every other year, there are improvements. This beautiful golf course sits on 330 acres. It provides more than 7,400 yards of championship-level golf, and the beauty that surrounds it is absolutely amazing. And guess what is back too? It's the Miramichi patio. Totally redone, revamped bathrooms, a full service bar, and on weekends, there'll be bands. Oh, by the way, 2 TVs, and it's now open to the public. You don't even have to play golf to catch the view from the Miramichi patio. But if you do want to play some golf, have we got deals for you? Senior golf for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday down to $30. The standard weekday rates, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as low as $32. Even on the weekends, it's under $50, and you get golf balls on the range. Play the most beautiful golf course in all of Shelby County. Go check out Miramichi.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. The great Kimmons Wilson of Holiday Inn had a slogan: the best surprise is no surprise. And that's so true. When I sit at your kitchen table, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to do to your roof. From the underlayment to the hip shingles and ventilation, the flashing, the wood repairs, the cleanup, the crew safety, the warranty. It's amazing how many customers sign contracts being told none of that stuff. But the best surprise is no surprise. Insurance claims. Talk to your friends. More and more claims are being rejected, and only experienced claims specialists are getting those terrible decisions overturned. So if you don't hire me, please hire someone to manage the process with the experience to see it through. The best surprise is no surprise. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
The first name in Memphis Italian food, it's Ronnie Grizzani's in Regalia. Lunch, the Italian favorites with crisp, cold Miss Mary salad, lobster tower, fried green tomatoes, the crab stack, Monday through Saturday for lunch. Ronnie Grizzani's Catering, check out the lunch catering guide at RonnieGrizzani.com. The Elfo Special, salad, Italian bread for $14 per person. Ronnie Grizzani's, they'll bring it to you. 901-850-0191. Pick up a pan of lasagna at Ronnie Grizzani's at Regalia, or check out the bulk menu at RonnieGrizzani.com. Get your favorites at home. Chicken Alfredo, ravioli, Italian spinach, curbside pickup, delivery to your door. Free within 4 miles of Regalia. The bar, stay cool with the cocktail list. Steaks, the 8-ounce Gorgonzola and bacon wrap filet. Try it, thank me later. In High Point Grocery, Super Low in Spotswood and Goodman Road, and Buster's Liquors. Make lunch or dinner easy at Ronnie Grizzani's, a Memphis tradition since 1909.
Acura of Memphis invites you to experience the all-new, completely redesigned 2022 Acura MDX. It's the most advanced SUV Acura has ever built. Experience the convenience of full connectivity, including built-in Alexa, Wi-Fi hotspot, and wireless charging. From the stunning interior, complete with third-row seating. Stop by our state-of-the-art facility and take advantage of our aggressive APR offers today at Ridgeway and 385. Or shop online from the convenience of home now. Visit AcuraMemphis.com.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis and W253DF Memphis, Flynn Broadcasting Stations.
Sports 56 traffic.
We're still dealing with the accident on I-55 north of Brooks Road. That's I-55 north of Brooks Road. The center and right lanes are open, but the left lane and the left shoulder is still blocked. So still dealing with that accident there as they move traffic over into the left shoulder. Just keep in mind, heading in that direction, I-55 north of Brooks Road, the left lane and the left shoulder is still blocked. Keep it right here. Hour number 3. Sports 56 traffic.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good. I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Wanna see you with it, show the treat you right. Give me just a minute of your time tonight. We both are here to have fun, so let it rip.
Come on now. Let it whip. Hour number 3 is here, presented by Acura of Memphis. My name is Peter Evans. Joined by none other than Anthony Sang the Conqueror.
Why didn't they just call them the Cleveland LeBrons so they can just get LeBron on board too?
Why would they want to do that? I don't even understand. Why would they want to do any of this stuff?
How do you sell merch?
What you mean, LeBron stuff?
The Cleveland LeBrons.
Easy. I bet LeBron's merch.
How about just the bronze? How about just the bronze?
Yeah,
not the
bronze.
LeBrons. Just the bronze.
You got the Cleveland Browns. Then you have the Browns and the Browns. There you go.
Yeah, the bronze and the brown.
Yeah.
That's right. I mean, that makes perfect sense.
The Cleveland Browns are named after a dude.
And the color could be
So why
bronze.
they can't name the-
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is
the color is bronze.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Come on, man.
Yeah, see, this is
Blown
this
opportunity.
is all,
Blown opportunity.
It's all right there. That's
Blown opportunity,
right.
indeed.
Indeed. Speaking of which, sometimes you know things don't go well in the bedroom. You never know what might happen. Sometimes you swing and you miss, you strike out. Sometimes you miss that 3-point shot. You never know. It just happens on occasion. And we've talked about it at the Olympics. A lot of pressure on these Olympic athletes, and sometimes they don't perform either. So if you're not performing in the bedroom the way that you want to, it's perfectly okay. Sometimes that does happen. But if it's bothering you, there are options, and it starts with Roman. Go to GetRoman.com/BigHead right now. With Roman, you can get a free online evaluation and ongoing care for ED, all from the comfort and privacy of your very own home. A U.S. licensed healthcare professional will work with you to find the best treatment plan. If medication is appropriate, well, that will ship to you absolutely free with 2-day shipping. Very discreet, very private. Packaging is very plain, so it's no one's business but your own what's going on, and they'll make sure that is the case. Getting started, it's very straightforward. It's very simple. Just go to GetRoman.com/BigHead. That's my promo code. GetRoman.com/BigHead and complete an online visit. Take care of your ED without leaving home. Complete an online visit today to connect with a doctor and take care of it. Go to GetRoman.com/BigHead now to get $15 off your first month. Look, there's a straightforward way to take care of your ED. GetRoman.com/BigHead. Get started now to save $15 on your first month of treatment. Well, as we mentioned, the Olympic opening ceremonies going on right now. What appears to be bored Amy Poehler looking at things from Swedish perspective while everyone is sort of staring and looking at somebody talking in a very boring sort of fashion. There's no fans there. The energy is very low. There's a protest, frankly, that's happening outside the building as we speak right now in Tokyo. And as the IOC chairman speaks and bores everyone in the process. Also, we've talked about Texas and Oklahoma and their whole situation. And joining us now is our good friend Kari Thompson from The Commercial Appeal, whose opinion Anthony Sane doesn't care about. But I do care about it.
I care about
Kari,
Kari's
good morning.
opinion on some stuff, not everything.
Kari, I care about your opinion on everything.
I'll tell you something I do want your opinion on, Kari. When do you think that Donda's going to drop, or is it dropping at all?
I don't know. I just hope it drops soon. Who knows with Kanye these days, man? He's so erratic.
Because there is definitely a chance that Kanye would have a release party for an album that never comes out.
Right.
That does seem like this in Kanye's bag. He'll just, okay, don't worry
He's
about
gonna drop it, bro. He can't name an album after his mom and not drop it.
it. Exactly.
Come on, man.
Do you think is it going to be? I didn't watch the premiere at all. I didn't watch the release party. Is this because they said it was the sequel to the God Is one or Jesus Wept, whatever his last album was. So is this
Jesus is King.
Yeah, is this another Christian gospel album? Or is he going back to? Is it a hybrid or what is he doing with this? I didn't really catch any of it.
I only caught a couple minutes of the performance, but it definitely has some Christian overtones, and it was it was such an interesting thing. I mean, like he's sitting there like kneeling before the crowd, like with his hands over his head, like he's like a prophet or something. I mean, I just felt like I was watching an event last night. It was just a spectacle, dude. Like I might go back and watch a little bit more of it so I can hear what the album's gonna sound like, but. Yeah, man. It's definitely. I think it's going to be right in line with that. Jesus and King sound.
How do we feel about the listening party? 42,000 fans paying between $20 and $100 to sit there and listen while Kanye West just walked around.
That's
what are we doing? I mean,
if people want to pay it, why not?
Peter, you see the hate on every baller move that anybody does. You see to have a problem with it. I don't understand that.
I don't hate on the baller move. I'm hating on the people that pay that privilege to sit here and watch him walk around. Yeah, while you walk around in his PJs while you listen on speakers to
some Yeezy slides.
Yeah, that's great. Appreciate that. That's great. That's a great use of my $100. Man never said a word. He just walked around. This is great use of my money. Get out of here. Come on, man. Ridiculous.
Kari, NBA Finals. The Milwaukee Bucks pulled it out.
Was Mike Conley there?
Yeah, I'm sure Mike Conley was there. Like 100% Mike Conley was there.
Yeah, he might have been there. Yeah.
NBA Finals, Milwaukee Bucks. They're in the same conference as your Celtics. What does the landscape of the East look like going forward, Kari? And do you think the Bucks can be back again in the finals or in the championship? Winning the championship?
They certainly can go back, but I think a fully healthy Brooklyn beats them. Mm-hmm. So. The Bucks did what they needed to do. They took advantage of a year that was like ravaged by injuries, and they took advantage of Brooklyn not being healthy, and they were able to get the job done. So, hats off to the Bucks. Do I think they repeat? No, I don't think they will repeat. I think that they will lose in next year's Eastern Conference Finals to Brooklyn.
And since I guess we're not going to talk to you till. The draft. What's your scenario? What do you want to see the Celtics and Coach Ime Udoka do?
Draft good players. That's what I want to see them do. I don't know. I haven't really been. I don't even know what pick we have. Honestly, I've been out the loop.
Y'all will probably give it to the Grizzlies again.
There we go.
Yeah, that's definitely what y'all are going to do.
Draft another Bane.
How is have you heard anything with the Delta variant and all those type of things? What do you think the numbers will look like in high school sports this year as far as kids that are age eligible to get the vaccine? How do you think those numbers will look throughout the city as far as kids going to get vaccinated that play sports this year?
It's going to vary throughout the city.
Mm-hmm. Like everything.
I think the important thing is that we're playing at all. That's a baseline that we didn't start with last year. So the plan is for everybody to play this year. So that's important. But like anything, man, the vaccine has become so politicized and divisive for no reason that and not just that. I mean, there's varying levels of access. So, I mean, the answer is there's probably 70 different answers, one for each school in this area.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a little worried, to be honest with you. I saw that Leonard Fournette yesterday tweeting out, vaccine, I just can't. And then it was quickly deleted. But he's, of course, the guy that's been working out with John Morant all summer long, so that's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff. I start to fear for Ja's vaccination status a little bit, to be honest with you, about some of this stuff. So, and of course, the whole vaccine, we can talk about where that is. It's it's gonna be tricky. I don't like it at all. But that being said, what did we learn coming out of Peach Jam? We had of course, Peach Jam has been going on all week, and the EYBL stuff, and big doings over the last week or so in the Augusta area. What have you heard? What's the current status for Memphis and the other schools with Jalen Duren, Emoni Bates, et cetera?
Well, the first thing I learned from Peach Jam is some of these football dudes play basketball. Some of the dudes I was trying to interview this week were away. They were in Augusta, so good for them for cross training. But I don't know, man. I kind of ignored Peach Jam this year. I feel like Munz would know way more about Peach Jam than I do this year. I've not been on top of it. My bad.
Well, do you think? I mean, do you think that the because it sounds like Jalen Duren's reclassification is going to be a thing, which would obviously put him in the position to be. That would tell you that college is going to be his route as opposed to anything else. And I guess that puts Memphis probably, I guess, in a good position, wouldn't you say, given that information?
Absolutely. I
mean,
think they're in a good spot with them.
Yeah, considering what we know about him and about that whole thing going forward. Kari, what's been your take on the conference realignment stuff? I know it's something Sane doesn't care about, but I do.
Man, I mean, it's just a money grab, man. I mean, like, your playoff chances don't get better if you're Texas or Oklahoma going to the SEC. I mean, it's making this super conference, and it's just, I don't know. Peter, do you think it's a thing of them, like, not wanting to recruit against the SEC brand, so if you can't beat them, join them? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I think you can't link. To me, it's you're in a situation like, for example, from Texas' perspective, most of the reporting now indicates that Texas and Oklahoma made this decision back in December, like a long time ago, that they needed to get out of this conference, that they don't think the Big 12 is the right place for them. So where are you going to go if you get out of the Big 12? Well, you want to go to the biggest of the big, and that would be the SEC. It would make the most sense. Financially, it would make more money. The Longhorn Network hasn't been very good for Texas. I think they thought it would be a really awesome thing that would be amazing, and it really hasn't been. I mean, it gets them some money, but no one seems to really care about the Longhorn Network at all. So that's not really a thing. I think the money that they forego with that will be more than made up by going to the SEC. As far as the money grab aspect of it, it's always a money grab. I mean, this whole thing is a money grab. I think that's what Texas is. Texas and Oklahoma, they see the writing on the wall, and they see where this thing is going, and I think that's why they've chosen to do it this way. So, as far as I'm concerned, I mean, it's just a natural continuation of what college has been doing for the last basically since they signed the first TV deal back in 1984. When the conferences were allowed to sell their own TV deals, this is basically the natural response to all of that. Is just let's just keep adding more and more. And I don't think it changed. The other thing, I don't think you can separate the expansion of the playoff to 12 teams at least from this. That is to me a 100% part of it, because it does your playoff chances now. You're right. You would, under the current scenario, you would lose you would lower your playoff chances if you join the SEC, because there's only a maximum of 2 teams from that conference that could be in the playoff. But when we move to 12, which we will, all of a sudden now these teams in the SEC, you could have 3, 4, 5, depending on how they do the at-larges, and now all of a sudden it's actually better for you because your strength of schedule is going to be much bigger, and you're going to be playing those teams on a regular basis. So I think it actually improves your playoff odds under the new playoff system rather than the old one.
Right. What do you think, Thane?
I zoned out on y'all.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
I did for real.
I know, but
I don't know
did you
why,
do
man. You have to explain how my brain work. I don't know. I'm over reading text and everything.
What do the texts say since you're zoning out?
Texas says, "What is the definition of Power 5, Peter?" I think that's a pretty. It's money, like it's.
Yeah, I mean they're the ones that have the most influence, the ones that have the basically the guaranteed spot at this point. But that's going to change. I mean, there's no longer no longer going to be the case after all this is over. So, the next question is then the Big 12. What does that become? And I that's the one I don't. That's from Memphis' perspective. That's the one that matters the most.
I think it's going to be four. It's going to be 4 conferences, in my opinion. That's what. Probably not now, but ultimately it's going to end up being 4 conferences.
And it just depends on how big those conferences are. But I mean, like right now, if you look at the conference affiliations, and so right now the SEC has 14. They're gonna end up with 16 by adding Texas and Oklahoma, right? Okay, so that's 16. Let's just assume that that's the situation, right here. All right. So now the ACC, they are at 14. So all they would have to do is add 2 to get to 16. Now, who are the 2 that make most sense? Well, if they could convince Notre Dame to be part of it, that would certainly make a lot of sense. And then, if they want to go geographically, West Virginia would make sense just to kind of throw them in the coastal, or maybe UCF, somebody like that, to go along with Miami. But let's say they add 2. All right.
Big Ten, how many?
Now, Big Ten, they got 14. All they need to do is add 2, right?
Memphis and Cincinnati.
So, well, I mean, if you could get in the Big Ten, then oh my God, that would be amazing.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're probably looking at an Iowa State. You're looking at a Kansas possibly. You're looking at a Cincinnati possibly.
Okay, we're going football. Why are they going to get Kansas for?
I don't know, honestly.
So you just
best of the choices.
So you just hating on Memphis? You're just gonna say Kansas?
They think basketball. They think basketball is more valuable. I mean, Big Ten's is definitely they care. They do care about basketball a lot.
True.
So
that's why I think it's gonna be more than 16, man. Because listen, here's why. Listen. This is why I say it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more than 16. Kyra, you might agree or disagree. I'm trying to make sense of it. I really can't put this into words. What I'm trying to say. Like if there are ACC cares about basketball, right?
Right.
Big Ten cares about basketball. SEC, we don't know.
They definitely care about basketball, but it doesn't matter.
Not on the same level as they care about football. And what's the other one? Pac-12. They probably care a little bit about basketball too.
I think the Big Ten would tell you they don't care. They care about football more than anything else either. I mean, it's not basketball.
I ain't saying that. I'm saying they do care though, bro. They obviously do care.
Well, yeah, they all care. All the conferences care to some extent.
That being said, if you're gonna have 64. It would make more sense to have more than 64, so you can just say, "Hey, look, these 4 conferences. We're going to determine the NCAA tournament." You get what I'm saying?
That's never going to be the case because there's so many other basketball's so much different. There's so many other teams and entities that are involved in the basketball.
But you can still get them in. That's what I think. I think it's got to be more than 64 teams. I can't really put the words what I'm trying to say.
It might be, but I don't think that's the reason why. I mean, you may well be right, but I don't think you're going to be right for that reason. I mean, they're going to be. There's a lot of other scenarios that could play out. It just like from a number standpoint, it gets unwieldy if you get too many people,
right?
Or if you get too many teams that are involved. At some point, it's going to get unwieldy, and then the value has to be there. Like as we talked about, like the big motivating factor for all of this now is the fact that the Big 12, the teams did not, or media companies did not want to engage them when they asked to renew. They asked a few months ago. To renew their deals, and they wanted to talk about negotiating renewals with ESPN and whoever else. And ESPN was like, "No, we're good." That something was up, that the writing was on the wall. So the Big 12 as a TV entity only exists until 2025, and then they don't. And so that means they got to put a product together by then that they can sell decent TV rights to. Now, what teams add to that?
I think it's going to be 72, bro. It's going to be 4 teams of 18. And I think
how much does?
Because I'm thinking these 4 conferences are going to say, screw the NCAA. We are college sports. I think this was going to happen soon. And if you do that, you're going to have.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's true.
Yeah,
but I don't think you have to have more for that to be the case.
If you're going to have a 64 team tournament, you do good because otherwise everybody just goes to the tournament. I don't think that's what they're going to do.
No, they don't. I mean, this is strictly a football situation. Like the I don't think the men's basketball tournament is nothing's going to change with that.
If they pull away from the NCAA, it is.
They're not going to pull the NCAA's not. No, the NCAA won't. They don't need to do that, and there's no reason to do that. Nobody wants to do that because the NCAA basketball tournament makes tons of money for everybody.
For everybody, yeah.
Everybody's happy with that. So nobody's looking to pull away from that situation. Maybe it won't happen.
But yeah.
But that's where we
stand, man. We just gotta get Memphis in this, bro.
I do too. But I'm saying, I'm asking when we start looking at how it's actually gonna go.
It could get scary.
I don't like it. I don't like the way it. I don't like the way it turns out. I don't. If you're just reading the tea leaves, and that's been my point, Kari, is that when you're reading the tea leaves all together, I just don't like what that means for Memphis. It's hard for me to find a scenario where it really looks great for Memphis.
So the best case for Memphis is for the Big 12 to stay alive. And it to be 5 power conferences. That's what Memphis needs to have.
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I think that's the best for Memphis. Yeah, if the Big 12 can retain its elite status amongst conferences with, Oklahoma State and TCU and Baylor being your best teams, then that's the best for Memphis because I do think Memphis would join the Big 12 at that point. But I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope. I don't think it's going to be elite. I don't think it's going to be perceived that way. I think you're going to have Big East Mark II, where you join and you think you're in the big, but it turns out that the power whatever becomes Power 5. It was 6, now it's 5. Then it's going to be 5, now it's 4, and you're just chasing. I don't know. I hope. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but we shall we shall see. Kari, what you working on?
Man, we got our Danny Desmond. It's going to drop soon. Our list of our top 12 prospects. So we've got the photos, we've got the videos, we've got the stories coming. It's going to be a great project, man.
Yeah, you guys work hard on that. You guys work extremely hard on that. That's fantastic. I'm looking forward to it. Going to be great, man. And we'll be watching that, and we'll talk. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks because I will be away next week. But I know Hussein will talk to you soon. And
cool. Where are you going,
one, my friend? Parts unknown.
Okay. Nice. Off the grid.
I can't be telling you where I'm gonna be, but it'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere delightful. I can promise you that.
Awesome. Well,
you're gonna enjoy it. All right, man. Sounds good. He's our good friend Kari Thompson joining us here in the Family Leisure Studios. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about the rumors that are swirling, other rumors swirling draft-wise. There are a few. It's starting to pick up a little bit as we are ever closer to the NBA draft next week. We'll talk about it when we return. Stick around.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio, we are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It's time to trade up to a Kia sales event at Gossett Kia on Covington Pike. Get up and go in a 2021 Kia Rio 41 MPG Highway 0% and $239 a month. 2021 Kia Forte 0% and $268 a month. And get all-weather rugged and ready in 2022 Seltos $334 a month. Plus peace of mind with Kia's 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Get top dollar for your Kia trade today and trade up at Gossett Kia 1900 Covington Pike, or shop online 24/7 at KiaCovingtonPike.com. Ask for Bobby J and he'll put you in a new Kia today.
If you want it, we got it at Gossett Motor Cars.
All $29.99 due with signing. Rio Forte 60 months at 0%. Rio ME 403 610. MSRP 17,315. Forte ME 379 469. MSRP 19,040. Seltos N724 718 166 months at 1.9%. MSRP 24,110. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 must finance with KMF for low APR. Excludes tax, file, and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 8/2/2021. Dealer stock only.
Hey, if you're hungry for great Mexican food for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, got it. La Guadalupana. Guadalupana. Choose from tacos, burritos, enchiladas, sizzling shrimp, beef, or chicken fajitas, and even a Cuban sandwich filled with Mexican sauce sauces, chicken, ham, steak, jalapenos, avocado, and more. How about super nachos topped with melted cheese, beans, sour cream, guacamole, tomato, and jalapenos? All great with nice cold beer, domestic and imported. Good prices, generous portions, great service at 2 locations, Summer Avenue and Cordova Road. La Guadalupana.
Magic in Memphis. Excellence delivered. Where the world comes to showdown. To be the king of Grind City. Today's stars, tomorrow's legends. Taking care of business. Compete to conquer the world. Don't miss the World Golf Championships FedEx St. Jude Invitational. August 5th through 8th. For more information, visit WGCFedEx.com.
There's a new commissary in town in Collierville. Germantown Commissary is doubling. Yeah, they're still going to have the old Germantown Commissary by the tracks, but now there's a huge new Germantown Commissary in Collierville at Poplar and Houston Levee Road. It's huge, too. There's a drive-through. There's plenty of parking. No telephone pole to get in your way. A cool patio. It's right by the track, so the tradition continues. And this is a tradition that's been around forever. That commissary is famous for hickory-smoked, slow-cooked Memphis-style barbecue. They've got a private party room at the new one in Collierville. Self-catering still continues. Party packs for $5.95. Basically, the great ribs, the great pulled shoulder, the great deviled eggs. Everything is there in Collierville and Germantown now. So there is now a Germantown and Collierville style of barbecue. It's called Germantown Commissary.
Hey, Mid-South, it's time to trade up at Gossett Kia South Mount Moriah during the Trade Up to a Kia sales event. Hey, what's happening over there, Jeff Allen?
We got it going on, and we're ready to help you trade up to your next Kia. I've got a 2022 Kia Soul, not a lease, and 0.9% APR, $289 a month. 2022 Kia Sportage, 0% APR, and only $365 a month. And if you want American-made, we got it with 2022 Kia K5 now, $374 a month.
Plus, every Gossett Kia comes with Kia's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty program.
So whether you live in Horn Lake, South Haven, Olive Branch, or Memphis, you'll be happy at Gossett Kia on Mount Moriah, 2680 Mount Moriah, or KiaMountMoriah.com.
All $29.99 down payment, 60 months, sold in 715-0981, 0.9% MSRP, $20,685. Sportage in 79.79,540, 0% MSRP, $26,060. K5 NGO 950.54, 0.9% MSRP, $25,840. Includes all rebates and incentives. PF 695 excludes tax title and license with approved credit. See dealer for complete details. Offer valid through 7/31/2021. Dealer stock only. Must finance through Kia on APR offer.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
It's like candy. I can feel it when you walk. Even when you talk, it takes over me. Yes, I'm dandy. I wanna know, can you feel it too? Just like I do. This stuff is starting now. It's the same feeling.
All right.
I always seem to get around.
Same with the hoodie up.
Man, it's cold in the studio right now, bro.
Hoodie up.
I'd rather be
Same.
like this than hot when the air wasn't working about a week ago. My God. Any day I'd rather be like this.
You are correct. Hour number 3, presented by Acura of Memphis, is here. Fantastic stuff. Opening ceremony is still happening. I think I sort of turned it off at that point. It's
Man, Zach been locked in.
Yeah, they
Zach's
still
locked in.
going.
Zach, give me the update.
Who was the IOC guy? His speech was boring. I didn't understand half the words he was saying. And now they are putting on a performance right now, the home country.
I bet Japan, man, showing out of this joint too.
They like their production wise is like crazy. Like they just they did a drone, like they did a drone show like from the sky, like had like hundreds of drones, and they end up forming like the globe with all the countries and stuff on it. Like they're showing out, man.
Oh yeah, they clown.
The pictogram thing seemed to be cool. I liked that. Where they had the guy that was like sort of doing the he was doing like miming the various event things. That was pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
that was really good.
I like that. I enjoyed that.
That was good.
I ain't seen none of that. I gotta go back.
Yeah, you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm not as cultured as you guys.
No, you just don't. You just like whatever. You just don't even. You know,
Hey, what did he do the other day? What? Is that what you want to do? Is that what he say?
Hey, did we ever say hang a banner in that segment?
No,
we missed that opportunity.
We
missed that opportunity. What were we doing? Oh,
yeah, we missed a lot of opportunities.
Man, hang a banner.
Then we didn't do that when Stats was on this week either.
No.
God, no.
No, it's I know. We really.
Zach
we really
Stats might have got out of character. We'd have popped that one on him.
Yeah, he might. Yeah, he might. It might have been. That might have been it right there.
I don't find that
Like,
funny at all. Wait a
that's
minute.
what you got.
That's the last time.
Yeah. No, we're not. Not gonna do that right there. All right. So let's talk NBA draft and let's talk draft situation right here as we continue. The rumors continue to be pretty strong. It was interesting that Sam Vecenie of the Athletic says that the two names he hears most often from Memphis at 17 are Trey Murphy and Jaden Springer, and but he said also that the Grizzlies are thought to be one of the teams exploring moving up in the draft. So Murphy and Jaden Springer. Again, Jaden Springer makes a lot of sense, but they both make sense to me. So I'm okay with either one of those guys, to be honest with you. They make sense to me.
Who did he say, Murphy and Springer?
For different reasons. They make sense to me. But yeah, that's what he says. What say you, Sam?
Let me do this again. Hold on. Oh, man. Springer. I would have to be convinced on Springer, bro, but I've been convinced before, so I'm not above reproach when it comes to that. My thing with Jaden Springer is my concerns, my words with Jaden Springer are he's a guard whose game is predicated on being physical and using physical advantages. Those physical advantages probably won't exist in the NBA. And he wasn't dominant doing it in college either. He's young and his body can grow into all that or whatever. I know he's got a lot of efficiency numbers that pop out because he's able to get to the free throw line a lot. But I don't know if that's going to translate, man. Like, because it's not like he was like doing that and killing people in college doing it. And he's not athletic, like he don't have hops really. So it's like, are we talking about drafting less shooting Desmond Bane? Is that what he is?
No,
I don't know, man. I don't know about Springer, bro.
No,
I mean, I might be totally wrong. Y'all, I love him to take him and he turns into Donovan Mitchell. I love it.
He's not gonna be that.
That's what I'm saying, bro. What is he? He's like 6'3".
Well, he's a really good perimeter defender. Really, really good.
He's 6'3". Defending who?
Well, he's a little taller than that. First of all, 6'4", 6'8" wingspan, which is fine. So I mean, defends wings. Like, what do you mean? Like he's going to defend like twos, basically.
So
I don't know, man. I've got to be really won over to Jaden Springer. I'm sorry.
So that's the end.
I think it comes down to watching this guy. To me, it comes down to whether or not he's going to be able to develop a little more ability to finish off and jump off 1 foot rather than two. Because the reason that you're talking about with him being a bully ball kind of player is because he has to jump with 2 feet. If you jump with 2 feet means you don't have the kind of slithery ability to finish in with creative ways at the rim. You're kind of stuck because you have to load up off both feet and then boom, and it doesn't work. So if he develops the ability to jump and finish off 1 foot, all of a sudden he becomes a much more dangerous finisher at the rim, and that bully ball that you're talking about doesn't happen. I think he's also a good, excellent. I mean, to me, he projects to be an excellent shooter. So if I get a guy that can defend at a high level, and the perimeter defender at a high level and can shoot at a high level, and I can get him, mid to late first round, I'm there. Especially because he's one of the younger guys in the draft. So there's, presumably, he's got a little more room to improve than a Duarte, who's 5 years older than he is.
Some dudes are young and they just stay what they are, though. Just because you're young doesn't mean you're going to be better when you get older.
Yeah, and some dudes are old, and that's what they are. Is old.
I'm not defending Chris Duarte, man. I'm just saying I don't know about Springer. I'm not. Josh Christopher, me, man. I'm sorry.
The way Peter broke down his measurables reminded me of DeAnthony Melton.
Yeah, it's like we got enough of these dudes, bro.
Yeah, but Melton's a different guy. Melton's not physical. This guy's physical. Like he's a physical dude, especially for a young guy. He's real physical as a defender. Melton's not a physical.
He
defender.
didn't even dominate in college basketball, bro. Like I'm not. No,
I don't care.
I don't see it.
Most guys didn't dominate. Keon Johnson didn't dominate.
So why are we talking about how physical he is if his physicality didn't make him dominant in college basketball? What are we talking about? He didn't even look good being dominant in college basketball.
You're talking about, but
being
that's true
physical
of
in college.
That's true of so many prospects, man. You're just looking when you're talking about prospects. You're talking about what are the things that they can do when they get to the NBA. That's one thing he can do.
What?
You're going to be able to see that. Be a physical defender. Be able to get his body into guys' cut-off angles. Be able to be effective with his body. That's what he can do. Now, not everybody does everything in college. We talked about the Kentucky guys had a million things they didn't show in college, and you had to hope that they were there or assume that they were there. Maybe they didn't show them for different reasons. So just because somebody didn't show it in college doesn't mean it's not there. Kawhi Leonard was a 27% three-point shooter in college. I mean, now he's 40s. Like it just stuff changes. Is the guy willing to change? Can he put that in? I think he can. So I like him. I like him as a. I'm okay with Jaden Springer. He's not my favorite, but I'm okay with him as a prospect for those reasons that we talked about. I don't know. Like I said, it's.
I mean, he's fine. I mean, if they take him, I've been convinced in the guys that have less of an opinion of. I wasn't always a Jaren Jackson Jr. fan,
Yeah, Murphy, and I'd rather have Murphy. I think Murphy's better, but Murphy's 3 years older. Again, I'm that stuff matters to me, especially with like a Duarte. Like I don't care how much you can't get me excited about Duarte. I don't care what happened. You can't get me excited about it.
I don't understand that, man. I don't understand the problem with drafting the guy that's the same age timeline as everybody else on the team. Like, what is it? His age matters.
But he's not. He's 3 years older than Ja. Like he's not even on the same timeline.
Bro, it's still the same.
I don't care.
It's not like
because his numbers are deceptive as a result of that. He's played against dudes that are 4 or 5 years, younger than he is. Like it's. I've told you before, I want the Grizzlies to swing for guys that I think can get better, and I don't think Duarte's getting much better. He's Duarte's a guaranteed guy that whoever drafts him, he's going to go and be a rotation player out of the gate, like day one. He's there, but that's not really that doesn't get me real fired up about this, especially if you have like a book night or a guy that theoretically could be real good. Like I can see him being like real good in this situation. Şengün, Moses Moody, those are real good guys. You move up, in the draft, you pick up one of those guys, all of a sudden, oh, okay, all right, now there's some interesting upside there. Duarte's like, okay, great. Yeah, he's there. It's fine. If I'm the Bucks or if I'm the Warriors, I'm trying to compete now, then yeah, I'll take Duarte, fine, boom, because my timeline, I'm ready to win, and I want a guy that can compete. He's a Cam Johnson kind of thing. Like, I just want to plug him in, and he's going to be part of my team, and that's cool. But the Grizzlies are not in that timeline. I think they're ready. I think they need more upside.
If you draft Springer, are you fast-tracking him? Or are you slow-pacing him? What are you doing with him?
If I drafted Springer, I'm slow-pacing him. But I'm working on – I mean, the first thing I'm doing is I'm working on his jumping. Both, get him as a try to work on his 1 foot jumping. I'm getting that as best I can. I'm trying to increase the athletic burst that he's got just a little bit there, and I'm gonna kind of hone off some of the edges in his game a little bit. I want him to be a little bit better as a ball handler. I think you got time. I think you can send him down to South Haven and let him get a little bit of work in. Like or have him be kind of a 10 to 15 minute a game kind of guy. Like that's fine too. But I think there's something there. I think there's something there with his he's pretty, decent size, decent.
Just tired of little dudes, man. We got enough of them already.
Man. He doesn't count as a little. He's not a little dude.
Did you watch the finals, bro? Did you watch the playoffs?
I'm saying how many dudes are that are draftable for the Grizzlies have the kind of size you're talking about? Who? Other than Murphy. Murphy's got the size. I'm with you. Murphy's great. No problem.
Man.
You don't want Zaza Peculiar? Franz Wagner's not going to be there. Duarte's only an inch taller. Like, what do you want?
He's just looks
Josh
small.
Giddey? You want Josh Pastner?
I want Josh
What do you
Christopher.
want?
That's what I want. I want Josh Christopher. That's what I want.
You can get Josh Christopher in the second round.
I want Garuba. You ain't get him at 51. But you can get him. You're right.
No, but you can go get him. Like you can go.
Well, you know me, bro. I'm on this Houston thing, and my boy Memphis X, I think, brought it home in the chat yesterday, where he said Memphis could easily probably get, probably could take, they probably could trade 17, get 23 and 24 from Houston, and take back what's the name's contract. Not Aaron Gordon. Not Ben Gordon.
Which one of them Gordons, man?
Yeah, Ben Gordon.
Not Ben Gordon. Eric Gordon. Peter just gonna leave you here hanging. Yeah, they probably take Eric Gordon's contract.
That's one of my favorite. That's
just leaving me hanging. Leave me to die out here. No, but
Commissioner Gordon.
Flash Gordon.
Gordon Ramsay.
Gordon's fish sticks.
That's right. Gordon Elliott. I remember that guy. Oh man. All right. So I mean, like Josh Christopher is an inch taller. He's 6'5". The other guy's 6'4".
Man, Josh Christopher got the Hooper gene though, man. I'm sorry, bro. Like you talking about a dude.
Oh God, here we go.
Come on, man. Like, man, get Springer a little sorry, man. Got time to be a little sorry dude. We got enough little sorry dudes on this team, bro. We got enough little dudes everybody shooting over in the playoffs, bro. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good on these little dudes, bro. Man, Jay Springer, get your Chance the Rapper looking. Man, no, I'm good on dudes, bro. I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm out. I'm at the point of no return at this point.
I don't even get. I really don't get. I mean, Josh Christopher's fine, but I don't get why everyone's that excited about him.
Because it's Jay Gupp, man. That's why. Because it's Jay.
Sell me. Because he got a name. Because Jay Gupp. What does that mean?
Is Jay Springer friends with John and Jalen Green? No.
Who cares?
Man, when they put their super
he will
team
be.
together, he's gonna care.
If he's drafted, he will be.
Man, get this little Chance the Rapper
Super
looking dude
team.
off my team,
Super
man.
King. Yeah, Josh Christopher. Super team.
Hey, bro, Josh Christopher, the real deal, man.
Real deal what?
He's Jay Guppy, man. What are you talking about? Hey, who gonna have a better career, Springer? Or,
He got the sleepiest eyes too. I don't like sleepy-eyed dudes. Josh Christopher got sleepy-eyed dude.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
he got
Look
the
at every
RJ
picture.
Barrett eyes. Hold on.
Yeah, look at him. He looks like he's half asleep every picture.
Hey, bro, that is a major turnoff though. When dudes got them
Major
eyes like
concern.
that.
Sleepy eyes. I don't like it.
He do still got them joints though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
I ain't gonna hold.
Yep.
Hold on.
Yep.
Jay
Sleepy
Guppy
eyes.
though.
Yep.
He Jay Guppy though still.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. You got.
I'd rather have a dude with sleepy eyes than a dude like Chance the Rapper, bro. Like I don't want that dude on my team at all. I'm out with James Springer, man. Y'all can get up out of here with that dude.
Super team. What the hell?
Man, with Josh
Christopher. I never heard somebody that's so excited about Josh Christopher. Is like he's fine. He's fine.
Man, I
He's
got
not
T-shirts to
a
sell,
second round
man.
guy. He's
I
fine.
can't sell no James Springer T-shirt. I got T-shirts to sell out here, man. What are you talking about?
You can sell a Jaden Springer T-shirt.
Now, when you can't jump and your last name is Springer, I can't. You sell your shirt. Jaden two-footed jumping Springer.
Yeah.
Get out of
No
here.
Springer. That's it.
No Springer.
With no springs. I need a girl with no springs.
No, I don't want no springs.
Get out of here.
Yeah, come on, there.
Jay Guppy, man.
Josh Christopher. Oh, he's so good. I love Josh Christopher. He's amazing. He looks like he's about to fall asleep on the picture, but he's so good. I love him. He shot 30% from three. That sounds great. I love that guy.
Hooper,
Give me some of that action.
Hooper mentality, bro.
Oh, he's a hooper. He's a hooper. He's hooping. He looks good missing those mid-range jump shots.
Hey,
Kobe.
No, the worst one is
the
Zaire Williams. You know, he's a shot creator.
Oh, my God. Shot creator.
His ability to get his shot off. Dude ain't making nothing.
Yeah, highlights are just him getting airball off after airball off. I can get my shot off.
Oh, that man
like
get that shot off.
Man.
Oh,
that's real.
Yeah, Josh Christopher made 28% of his pull-ups. Yeah, great. Ooh, man, that's what a shot creator he is. Oh my God.
Hey, sign me up.
I can't wait. All this.
Sign me up for the Gup show.
Jay Gupp. I love
Sign
Jay
me up
Gupp.
for the Gup
Yeah.
show.
Get a J-Gup hustle jersey ready because that's what's coming.
Man.
Make sure my style T-shirt's gonna be the red colorway.
Get that red. Yeah, that red colorway is gonna be very important because you don't have to worry about that blue one anytime soon, maybe ever. Hope you got. Can you set up a stand out there on Goodman Road? Because that's where you're gonna need to set up right now.
Better call Hallie Hogan, man. As soon as you
That's right. That's right. Exactly right. Oh, man, can I get one of them J-Gup shirts? I love this. He's one of my favorite hustle players. He's pretty good. I mean, he's not going to be a pro, but he's pretty good. I like him.
Hey, J-Gup going to have him in the stands, though.
10-year hustle player, legend, hustle legend is coming up.
The Landers Center going to be packed to the rim. Landers, Nolly, and J-Gup.
Incredible. It's incredible.
The man going to kill dudes in the Bluff City Classic.
Yeah, he's going to be the Black Dusty Hannahs is what J-Gup is.
Come on, man.
Keep hating on
J-Gup and Dusty. J-Gup and Dusty. That's what it's going to be. Oh, baby, let's get after it. All right. We'll come back and can wrap it up here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5.
Dave Woloshin and Brett Norsworthy take you home with Sports Time on Sports 56, weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
The Tigers are back to 100% capacity. We want you to be a part of it. Your Tiger football team opens the season against Nicholls State Saturday, September 4th at 6. And the rest of the schedule features SEC opponent Mississippi State, Navy, SMU, and more. Season tickets for all 7 home games start at just $99. To lock in your seats for all the action, call 901-678-2331 or visit GoTigersGoTix.com.
Memphis, it's official, honey. Crab Kings is where it's at. The best seafood with 7 flavors to choose from. Try the shrimp, chicken, salmon, and fried lobster pastas. There's snow crab, king crab, dungeons, and more. Please don't forget about the calamari, shrimp, and lobsters, honey. The portions, the price, the taste is only at Crab Kings. Download our app and search Crab Kings on Google. Visit us at crabkingstn.com. Crab Kings, where the flavor is king.
Farmers Insurance knows that when you're in the car and that song comes on, yes, that's the one, you have no choice but to pull out your imaginary drumsticks and smash those cymbals and stomp on that kick pedal, which unfortunately is the accelerator pedal. And we covered it. Talk to a farmer's agent who knows a thing or two because they've seen a thing or two.
Call Chad Gatlin at 901-235-1176 or get a fast quote at memphisfarmers.com.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Visit Frontier Western Store this summer to check out tons of new products. Frontier added so many new items in their women's boutique. There are daily arrivals with thousands of on-trend tops, jeans, and pants in stock at amazing prices. And guys, Frontier's your #1 Carhartt store. There's no one around with a larger selection of everyday fits and workwear. Wrangler and Ariat clothing also available. Frontier recently remodeled their entire store and expanded the world-famous boot showroom. Now there are even more dress and work boots in stock. After Ariat boots, then you've got to check out Frontier. There are over 1,000 pair of Ariat boots alone, and thousands more in other brands such as Dan Post, Corral, Durango, Rocky, and Twisted X. As if the selection isn't reason enough, there's Frontier's low prices. Frontier's pricing is lower than online and chain stores, so when you're ready for your next pair, you know right where to come. Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch, and on the web at frontierwesternstore.com. Locally owned and operated since 1967.
Hi, this is Troy Five-Ash, owner of Five-Ash Reef Services. You've heard me talk about how we offer the best products, the best warranties, and the best services for years. Now let's talk about pricing. Pricing should never be the only reason you hire a contractor, but in today's world, pricing is always a consideration. So we suggest you get 2 or 3 estimates for your roof replacement from a reputable, licensed, and insured company, and then give us a call. If we can't beat your best price for a comparable roof system by more than $100, we'll give you $100. It's that simple. We are so sure we can offer you the best price, beating all other qualified companies, we will hand you $100 if we can't, and thank you for the opportunity. So give us a call. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Make $100? Five Ash Roof Services, a proud supporter of Tiger Athletics and the official roofer of the Tigers home team. Five Ash Roof Services, fair, honest, and ethical. 367-0050 or memphisroofer.com.
Five Ash Roofing, it's what we do. We're here for you.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Change your mind yet?
Nah, my boy Edward hit the nail on the head. My dream outcome for the Grizzlies on draft night is to come out with Garuba and Josh Grissom. Period. Period. On Gabe, that's all I want to have. On Gabe.
Well, I can't. I'm just gonna put it out. I think the Grizzlies, since I'm not gonna be on here next week.
You can call in.
Parts unknown. I'll be parts.
No,
I could, but I'm not going to.
No,
I'm gonna be in parts unknown. I'm gonna be parts unknown. Now you know that. I might not even have cell reception where I'm gonna be.
Yeah, you right. You and Lady Evans, the kids going to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna have one of Russell Wilson, Sierra joints.
See, their trip to
for a whole week. Man, I don't know. I don't know anybody that can do that.
Who?
Ooh.
Yes.
Don't tempt me. Yeah, what's up? I just want to let everybody know.
This big piece.
Well, it's a very important day here in the organization, and
Yeah, that's right. No, sorry, I got another phone call here. Let me just. Yeah, that's right, girl.
I got
Anyway, it's just an honor to be representative of the city of Seattle, and of course, NFL's so great. Love that.
Hey, what's your at home? What's your at home voice, Peter? What's your at home voice? Like you with Lady Evans?
Hey, what's up? What's up, girl? How you doing? Yeah. That's right.
You want Big Peter or Little Peter? Which one you want?
What you want?
or Peter Pumpkin Eater? Which one you
what
want?
You want? Okay. What we doing for dinner tonight? That's right.
Hey, are you Peter Pumpkin Eater at the house, Pete?
Come on.
Don't cover it.
I'm not, because Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her, but that's not true.
Hey, my guy, enjoy your vacation, man.
Oh man, I will.
We hold it down.
I appreciate it. I look forward to it. I know y'all gonna hold it down. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to hearing about that. I'll be checking the podcast. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got a lot of draft people coming on next week. NBA guys.
Yeah, man.
It's
I can't
draft
wait.
week. We got it.
And I'm gonna tell you, I don't think the Grizzlies are gonna draft at 17. I'll just put it that way.
Nah, me too.
I
think
there's
no way.
Something else. Something's gonna happen.
The movie needs up or down, in my opinion. We'll talk. We got all week to talk about. Excited.
That's right. We shall see. Y'all be good, everybody. I'll talk to you in a couple week and a half or so. Midday's coming up next. Boy, a lot to talk about there. Y'all be good.